Welcome. Come in and lie down and let the day be over. Maybe there's something on your mind tonight, something from the past, a memory that keeps coming back, a mistake you can't stop turning over, something you said or did or didn't do and wish you could change. If that's what brought you here, then this is the right place to be. Because tonight, slowly and gently, we're going to set that weight down. For now, just get comfortable. Let your body settle into the bed. Let your shoulders drop. Let your hands go soft and still. Let your breath slow down on its own. There is nothing to do here but rest. Let your face soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let the small muscles around your eyes go loose. Feel your arms grow heavy. Feel your legs grow heavy. With every breath out, sink a little deeper into the bed. You don't have to fix anything tonight. You don't have to solve the past, or explain it, or undo what happened. You only have to lie here, and breathe, and let a calm voice keep you company for a while. There's no right way to do this. You don't have to concentrate. If your mind wanders, that's fine. If you fall asleep, that's fine too. This is your time to rest, however it comes. You don't even have to stay awake. If sleep comes early, let it come. So let the day go. Let the past wait. And let's begin, slowly and softly, together. Let's begin with what's here tonight. Maybe there's a moment you keep going back to. Something from your past that won't stay in the past. It comes back when the room goes quiet. A thing you did, or a thing you didn't do. A word you wish you could take back, a choice you'd give anything to make again. If that's here tonight, let's not push it away. And let's not pick it apart either. We're just going to hold it gently for a moment, and then begin to set it down. Because it's real. Regret is one of the heaviest things a person can carry. It sits in the chest. It waits until you're still, and then it speaks. And at night, when there's nothing else to fill the quiet, it can feel very loud. That's how regret works. It stays quiet during the day when you're busy. Then you lie down. The lights go off. The world goes still. And it wakes up. It seems to pick the exact moment you most need rest to start its talking. If that's happening to you right now, know this. It doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It's just what a tired, caring mind does in the dark. And it's exactly what we're here to soften tonight. So first, softly. Whatever you're carrying, it makes sense that it hurts. You're not weak for feeling it, and you're not alone in it. Almost everyone is carrying something like this, a moment they'd change if they could. The person you think has it all figured out is lying awake some nights too, turning over their own regrets. It's one of the most human things there is. Think of anyone you admire, anyone who seems calm or steady or sure of themselves. They have a moment like this too. Maybe more than one. Everyone who has lived long enough has done something they wish they hadn't. It's part of being a person. It's the cost of trying and caring and not always getting it right. So you're in good company tonight. All of us are carrying something. And here's something worth knowing. The fact that you regret it at all, that's not a flaw. It's a good sign. It means you have a conscience. It means you care about doing right and being kind and not causing harm. A person who didn't care wouldn't lie awake over it. So the very ache you feel tonight is proof of something good in you. Try to remember that. And notice how you talk to yourself about it. When your mind returns to that moment, is there a hard voice in your head? A voice that calls you names, that says you should have known better, that won't let it go? Most of us have that voice, but listen to it for a second, honestly. Would you ever speak that way to someone you love? If a dear friend told you their regret, you wouldn't call them stupid, or cruel, or beyond forgiving. You'd be gentle. You'd help them let it go. Tonight, let's turn that same kindness toward you. But here is the first quiet truth to carry into the night. Turning it over doesn't change it. You can go over that moment 1,000 times. You can turn it every way there is, and it stays exactly the same. The past doesn't move, no matter how hard you push against it. All it does is make you feel it again, tonight, for something that is already over and done. Think about that for a moment. The moment you regret has already happened. It's finished. It lives only in your memory now. And yet each time it comes back to you, your body reacts as if it's happening again, right now. The same tightness, the same heaviness, the same ache. You keep hurting over one moment, again and again, night after night, long after it ended. That's a heavy price for something you can't change, and you've paid it enough. So tonight, you have permission to stop carrying it. Not forever, if that feels like too much. Just for tonight, just for these few hours. Let this be the one night you don't make yourself hurt for it again. So tonight, we're going to try something different. We're not going to fix the past. We can't, and we don't need to. We're just going to set it down for a while, so you can rest, because you're allowed to put it down. That may be hard to believe. When we regret something, we often feel we have to keep holding it. That carrying the weight is how we make up for it, or how we prove we're sorry. But that's not true. Punishing yourself, night after night, doesn't undo anything. It only adds more pain to a world that already has enough. You can be sorry and still set the weight down. Those two things can live side by side. In fact, holding on to the pain can get in the way. When you're busy punishing yourself, there's less room for the thing that actually helps. Learning from it, making amends if you can, growing a little wiser, doing better next time. Guilt that just aches fixes nothing. A forgiven heart has room to grow. Setting the weight down isn't giving up, it's making space. And notice, the past is not actually here. Look around the dark room. The thing you regret isn't happening now. It happened once, and then it ended. What's left is only a memory, a picture in your mind. And a memory, on its own, has no weight at all. It only feels heavy when you pick it up and hold it. Tonight, just for these few hours, you can set the picture down and let your hands be empty and rest. None of this means the past didn't matter. It did. If you hurt someone, that was real. If you missed something, that was real. We're not pretending otherwise. We're just saying, you don't have to hold all of it, all the time, forever. Especially not tonight. Especially not while you're trying to sleep. The past will still be there in the morning if you want to look at it. But for now, you can let your grip loosen, finger by finger, and rest your tired hands. So let's begin to loosen the grip. Come back to your body for a moment. Notice where the regret sits. Often it's in the chest, or low in the stomach, a tight or heavy place. Don't push it away, just rest your attention there, and take one slow, soft breath into it. Breathe in, and let it out, slowly. You don't have to fix the feeling, just breathe next to it, kindly, the way you'd sit with a friend who is hurting. Good. That's all it takes. You don't have to feel better all at once. You just have to breathe and be a little kinder to yourself than you were a minute ago. That's enough for now. Let's take one more slow breath together before we go on. Breathe in, gently, and out. Feel the bed underneath you. Feel how it holds your whole weight, so you don't have to. You can let it. You can lean your whole tired self into the night and let it carry you for a while. Over these next few hours, we'll do this slowly. We'll look gently at how the past really works, how it's already done, how you did your best with what you had, how it doesn't have to follow you into tomorrow. There's no rush, and by the end, without forcing anything, you may find the weight has grown a little lighter. You don't have to do anything with all of this tonight. You don't have to reach any conclusions, or forgive anyone, or feel a certain way. Just listen. Let the words go by like water. Some will stay, some won't, and that's fine. All you have to do is rest here and let the night do its slow, quiet work. For now, just let this settle in. The past is over. It isn't happening now. And tonight, you don't have to carry it while you sleep. You can set it down now. Let's stay with something simple tonight. The thing you regret is already done. Say that to yourself, softly. It's already done. It happened. And then it ended. Whatever it was, it's behind you now. Maybe you've never said it quite that plainly before. We usually don't. We keep the regret alive instead. We turn it over and hold it close, like it still needs us. But it doesn't. It's finished. It doesn't need you anymore. You're allowed to let it be finished. I know that can sound almost hard at first. It's done, as if that helps. But stay with it a moment, because there's something kind hidden inside it. Because it's done isn't the whole sentence. The rest of it is, and so you can finally put it down. That's the kind part. Done means over. Over means finished. Finished means you don't have to carry it one more step. Think about what done really means. That moment is over. It's not happening right now. Right now, you're here, in bed, safe, breathing. The thing you keep seeing in your mind, it's not in this room. It's not happening again. It only feels like it is, because you're remembering it. But a memory is not the thing itself. The thing already passed. Try to feel the difference. There's the thing that happened back then, and there's the memory of it, here, now. They're not the same. The thing is gone, all the way gone. Only the memory stayed behind. So when it hurts tonight, try to remember. It's not the thing hurting you. The thing is over. It's the memory. A memory is a lighter thing to carry than it feels. Here is the part worth holding on to. The past is the one thing you can never change. You can change a lot of things. You can change your mind. You can change tomorrow. You can change what you do in the very next minute. But the past, no. It's set. It's finished. It's the one door that's closed for good. Nobody can open it again. Not you, not anyone who ever lived. Now, that might sound like bad news, but turn it over for a second. If you truly can't change it, then you can stop trying. Notice one more thing. The stuff we regret feels huge at night, enormous, like it fills the whole room. But it's usually smaller than it feels in the dark. The night makes everything bigger. That's just what the dark does. In the morning, this will look a little different, a little smaller, a little more bearable, so you don't have to face it now at its very heaviest. You can let tonight just be tonight. Let it wait and rest and shrink back down to its real size. Think about how much of the hurt is the trying, the wishing. If only I'd said something else. If only I'd stayed. If only I'd known then what I know now. All that wishing, it feels like you're doing something, but you're not. It can't move a thing that's already set. It just runs you in circles. It wears you out. It keeps you awake. You've probably felt this yourself. The nights you lie there, going over it, trying to rewrite it in your head, playing it one way, then another way. In the morning, nothing has changed. The past is exactly where it was. The only thing that changed is that you're more tired. That's what the wishing costs, and it never once buys you the thing you want. So let's not do that tonight. If the wishing starts up, if only, you don't have to follow it. Just notice it, gently, and let it float on by. You can say to yourself, soft and slow, it's already done. Come back to your breath. Come back to the bed. Come back to right now, where the past can't reach you. So tonight, you're allowed to stop wishing. Not because it didn't matter, but because the wishing can't reach it. You can lay that heavy work down. It was never a job you could finish anyway. There's something almost peaceful in that, once it settles in. The past is safe now. It's done. Nothing more can go wrong back there. Whatever happened has already happened, all the way to the end. It can't get any worse. The worst is over. You're still here. You made it through. That part is finished, and you came out the other side. There's nothing wrong with laying it down. You're not giving up on anything real. You're just stopping a fight you were always going to lose. That's not defeat. That's just seeing things clearly. It's choosing a little peace instead of a battle that goes nowhere. Here's a simple way to see it. The past is like a letter you've already sent. It's gone. It's out in the world now. You can't call it back and change the words. You can only choose what you write next. And the next letter, that one's still blank. That one is still yours. So maybe you sent a letter you wish you hadn't. Or maybe you never sent one you should have. Either way, that letter is behind you now. But here's the thing to hold on to. You're still writing. Your life isn't a page that's already sealed up. It's one you're still writing, word by word, day by day. The old pages are done, but the pen is still in your hand. None of us gets a clean past, not one person. We all have pages we'd tear out if we could, but no one can tear them out. Not you, not anyone. So we're all in this together, really. All of us carrying our done and finished things, all of us doing our best with the blank pages that are left. You're not behind, you're not broken. You're just human, like the rest of us, with a past you can't change, and a today you still can. You don't have to keep guarding it, either. Sometimes we hold on to regret like a job. Like if we stop feeling bad, we'll forget, or we'll do it again, or it'll mean we never really cared. But that's not how it works. You can set it down and still be a good person. You can set it down and still remember what it taught you. Letting go of the weight is not the same as letting go of the lesson. You keep the lesson. You drop the weight. None of this means you don't care. It doesn't mean you're letting yourself off easy. It just means you're being honest about what you can do and what you can't. You can't change 1 second of what's behind you. That's not weakness. That's just how time works. And once you stop fighting it, the truth turns into a place where you can finally rest. So you can stop pushing against what already happened. Pushing on the past is like pushing on a wall that will never move. You can push all night, and it won't budge an inch. All you get is tired hands. So tonight, take your hands off the wall. Let them drop. Let them rest. Feel how good that is. To stop pushing. All that effort you've been spending, trying to change a thing that can't be changed. You can have it back now. All that energy. Let it flow back into you, and turn soft, and warm, and heavy, and help you sleep. You've been carrying this long enough, longer than you needed to. No one is asking you to carry it tonight. Not the past, not the person it involves, not even you. If you'll let yourself off the hook, just for these few quiet hours, set it down by the bed. It'll keep till morning, if you really want it back, but I don't think you will. Come back to your breath for a moment. Notice if you're holding any effort somewhere in your body, a little bracing, a little pushing. That's the wishing showing up as tightness. Take a slow breath. On the way out, let a little of it go. You don't have to push anymore. There's nothing there to push against. So just breathe. It's done. That's all. It's simply done. It's already done. And because it's done, you can finally set it down. It's already behind you now. There's a thought that comes with regret almost every time. It goes, I should have known better. Let's look at that thought tonight. Gently, because it isn't quite true. Almost everyone says it. I should have known. How did I not see it? I should have done better. It feels like the honest thing to say, like taking responsibility, but often it isn't honesty at all. It's just a way of hurting yourself. So let's slow it down and ask if it's even fair. Because a thought can feel true just from being loud, and that one is very loud. Loud isn't the same as fair. When you look back at that moment, you see it with everything you know now. You know how it turned out. You know what you missed. You can see the whole thing, clear as day, from up here. But back then, you didn't have any of that. You were standing inside the moment, not above it. You couldn't see how it would end. You only had what you had that day, what you knew, what you felt, how tired you were, how uncertain, how young. You made your choice with that, not with everything you've learned since. That's worth saying plainly. You're judging a past choice with a present mind. You're grading yesterday's decision with today's answers. But you didn't have today's answers yesterday. Nobody handed them to you early. You had to live and wait and learn to get them. So it isn't a fair test. You're marking that moment against knowledge it never had. Try it the other way for a second. Imagine you could go back and stand in that moment again, but with only what you knew then, not what you know now. Just that day's facts, that day's feelings, that day's tiredness. Would you really do it so differently? Probably not. You'd be that same person again, seeing only what they could see. The better choice is only clear from here, with everything you've learned since. That's the thing about looking back. It plays a trick on you. From here, the right path looks obvious. It looks like you should have seen it, but it only looks that way because you already know the ending. Back then, standing there, it wasn't obvious at all. Think of it like a corner. You can't see around a corner until you've turned it. You can only see what's in front of you. And back then, that moment was a corner you hadn't turned yet. You didn't know what was on the other side. Nobody does, until they get there. So you chose with what you could see. That's all anyone can do. Here's the part we forget. At the time, you were probably trying. You weren't being careless. You were doing what seemed right, or what seemed possible, with everything else you were carrying that day. People don't usually choose to hurt themselves. They make the best call they can see in the moment. You did too. So the person who made that choice, the earlier you, was doing their best, truly, with what they knew, and what they had, and who they were right then. That was their best. It might not look like much from here, but from inside that moment, it was everything they could manage. And your best doesn't mean perfect. Nobody's best is perfect. It just means, with all of it, the pressure, the tiredness, the unease, the not knowing, that's what you were able to do at the time. That's not a failure, that's just being a person. Think about how much you were holding back then. We never choose in a calm, empty room. There's always noise around it. You might have been exhausted, or stressed, or hurting, or grieving, or just very young, figuring it out as you went. All of that was pressing on you when you chose. Of course it shaped what you did. It would shape anyone. That's not an excuse. It's just the truth of the moment you keep judging. Here's something worth seeing. A lot of what you know now, you learned from that very moment. The lesson came out of the mistake, so you couldn't have known better before. The better hadn't arrived yet. It was still on its way. It came later, often because of what happened. You had to live it to learn it. That's how most wisdom is made. Almost everything you know about life, you learned the hard way, by getting something wrong first. Mistakes are how we learn. They're not proof that something is wrong with you. They're proof that you were living and trying and paying attention. A person who never got anything wrong would be a person who never really lived. That lesson is yours now. You earned it. You earned it with the regret, with the hard nights, with the ache you're feeling right this moment. It cost you something real, but you have it now. The wisdom, the knowing, the I'd do it differently. The guilt already did its job. It taught you. It doesn't have to keep aching to keep the lesson safe. You can hold the wisdom and let the guilt rest. So I should have known better doesn't really hold up. You know better now. You didn't then. That's not a flaw in you. That's just how learning works. First you don't know, then you do, and the not knowing always comes first. It has to. So try to soften that old sentence. Instead of, I should have known better, try this. I know better now, and I learnt it the hard way. That's the true version. It's kinder, it's also more honest. You're not who you were. You've grown since then. The very fact that it still bothers you shows how much you've grown. Notice this too. You can't go back and change what that earlier you did, but you can change how you treat them now. You've been so hard on them for long enough. Tonight, you could become the one who finally understands them instead. That's yours to give. It costs nothing but a little kindness. That earlier version of you deserves some kindness, not blame. They were doing their best in a hard spot, with less than you have now. They didn't have your hindsight. They didn't have your lessons. They were just doing what they could, with what they had, in a moment that's already gone. So picture them for a second. You, back then, younger maybe, more tired, more unsure of everything, doing their best without knowing how it would turn out. Would you really want to be harsh with them, or would you understand? If you saw someone else in that exact spot, same information, same pressure, same doubt, you'd understand. You'd be kind. Try to give that same understanding to yourself. You would never be as hard on someone else as you are on yourself. You'd give another person room. You'd remember they're human. You'd let them be forgiven. Somehow, with ourselves, we forget to do that. Tonight, remember, you're a person too. You get the same room, the same understanding, the same forgiveness you'd hand to anyone else. Because that person was you, and they did the best they could. You can let them off the hook now. You can stop holding it against them. They were only human, doing their best in the dark, the same as everyone. Maybe tonight you can do a hard and beautiful thing. You can forgive that earlier you. Not because what happened didn't matter, but because they were doing their best. They didn't know, and they've suffered enough. Forgiving yourself isn't letting yourself off. It's finally being fair to yourself. It's the fairness you've been holding back for far too long. Let's take that in for a moment. Rest a hand on your chest if you like. Feel it rise and fall, and say something quiet to that earlier you. You did your best. I know that now. You can rest. You did the best you could. Let me tell you about someone who carried a heavy past. A long time ago, almost 2,000 years now, there was a man named Marcus. He was the emperor of Rome. For a while, he was one of the most powerful people alive. You might picture a life like that as easy. Servants, palaces, anything he wanted. But power doesn't protect you from pain. It never has. And Marcus knew that better than most. He spent years away from home, facing deep isolation and the heavy losses of a fracturing world. He knew the grief of losing people he loved and the quiet ache of broken trust. He carried the weight of a whole empire every single day for years. So Marcus had regrets. Of course he did. Choices he questioned, things he couldn't save. Nights he lay awake, like you're lying awake now, turning the past over in the dark. So this wasn't some calm, unshaken man who found it easy. Marcus struggled. He doubted himself. He got tired and discouraged, the way anyone does. He just had a way of pulling himself back, and it's a way that still works, all these years later. Here's what he did about it. Something simple, something you can do too. At night, alone, he wrote to himself. Just a small notebook, not for anyone else to read. He never meant for anyone to see it. It was only a way to steady himself, a way to talk himself back to calm. You've maybe done something like it yourself, talking to yourself in your head at night, trying to settle down. That's all this was. An emperor in his tent, talking himself down from the same kind of night you're having right now. We still have that notebook today, and when you read it, you notice something. He writes the same few things over and over, like he had to keep reminding himself, like even an emperor needed to hear it more than once. That's worth remembering. Even Marcus, a grown man, a ruler, a deep thinker, needed to tell himself the same gentle things again and again. So if you have to remind yourself more than once tonight, that's normal. That's not weakness. That's just how a human mind works. Even the wise ones need reminding. He'd remind himself of simple things, that the day would pass, that people are only human, that what's done is done, that he could always come back to the present and start again. Small reminders, but he leaned on them, night after night, and they held him up. One of the things he kept telling himself was this: let the past go and come back to the present. He wrote it many ways, more or less. Don't carry what's already behind you. Don't drag the past into this moment. The past is gone. It isn't yours anymore. All you ever really have is right now. So come back to now, again and again and again. Think about how true that is. The past, gone. You can't step into it. The future, not here yet. You can't touch it either. The only place you ever actually live is right now, this moment. Every moment of your life happens in a now, and this now, the one you're in, is calm. It's just you, and the dark, and your breath. The past can't get in here. It's already gone. Marcus saw this clearly. He wrote, more or less, that no one can lose the past because it's already gone, and no one can lose the future because it hasn't come. The only thing any of us ever holds, or ever loses, is this one present moment. So why spend it grieving another one that's already over? Spend it here. Live the moment you're actually in. That was his practice, not fixing the past. He couldn't. Even with all his power, an emperor can't change one thing that already happened. He knew that. So instead, he kept bringing himself home to the present moment. Whenever the past pulled at him, he'd quietly turn back to now. He did this thousands of times, probably. Not once and for all. Over and over, all his life. The past would call to him, and he'd come back. It would call again, and he'd come back again. That's not failing. That's the practice. You don't beat the past once and win. You just keep gently coming home, as many times as you need to. Notice, too, he wasn't trying to forget the past. He wasn't pretending it never happened. He just refused to live inside it. There's a difference. You can remember something and still not let it run your night. You can know it happened and still choose to rest here, in the present, where it can't reach you. He even told himself he could begin again, that at any moment he could start fresh, see the world new, like the first time. The past didn't have to decide the present. He could set it down and begin right where he was. Imagine that, the most powerful man in the world, telling himself the same thing you need to hear tonight. You can begin again. Not tomorrow, not once you've earned it, right now. This moment is a clean place to start. It always is. You're allowed the same fresh start he gave himself. The past doesn't get to decide who you are now. That's still yours to choose. Every morning, every moment, even this one. Think about that. A man with every reason for regret. Wars, loss, mistakes. And his answer wasn't to fix it all or punish himself for it. His answer was to come back to the present and start again, as many times as it took. You can do the same thing tonight. You don't need to be an emperor. You just need to notice when the past is pulling you back and gently come home to now, to this room, this bed, this breath. It's a small thing, but it changes everything. Each time you catch your mind back in the past, you don't have to follow it there. You can just notice, that's the past, and come home, back to the room, back to the weight of your body in the bed, back to the slow rhythm of your breath. The past pulls, you return. Simple as that. The past is not here. Only this moment is here. And this moment is soft and quiet and safe. So when your mind drifts back to what's done, don't fight it. Just do what Marcus did. Come back to now. It's always here, waiting for you. It's the one place the past can never reach. So let Marcus keep you company tonight. 2,000 years apart, and the same quiet lesson. When the past comes for you, come back to now, to here, to this breath. That's all. That's enough. Come back to now. There's a quiet trap that regret can pull us into. Let's gently step around it tonight. It happens like this. You did one thing wrong, and slowly, in your mind, that one thing grows. It stops being something you did. It turns into something you are. I made a mistake becomes I'm a bad person. Feel the difference between those two. They are not the same, not even close, but late at night they blur together. That blur is one of the heaviest feelings there is. It's an easy trap, especially in the dark. The mind takes one small thread and pulls, until it feels like the whole cloth is ruined. But it's one thread. The rest of the cloth is fine. You're mostly whole, with one little snag. A snag can be mended. A snag doesn't ruin the whole thing. So let's pull these two apart again, slowly, because the truth is much kinder than the blur. You are not the worst thing you ever did. Say that softly to yourself. You are not the worst thing you ever did. No one is. A single moment is not a whole person. One mistake out of the thousands of things you've done is not who you are. There are really two different feelings that get tangled up here. One says, I did a bad thing. The other says, I am a bad thing. They sound alike, but they're worlds apart. The first one can actually help you. It points at the deed, so you can mend it, or do better next time. The second one just weighs you down. It points at you, and it has nowhere good to go. Tonight, let's keep the first, and gently release the second. You can be sorry for what you did, without deciding you're broken all the way through. Think about how much more there is to you. All the small kind things that no one ever saw. The times you helped, the times you tried, the times you stayed patient when it was hard, the love you've given, the people you've cared for. None of that disappears because of one mistake. It's all still there. It all still counts. Try to weigh your whole life honestly for a moment. Not just the one thing. All of it. All the days you showed up. All the times you were there for someone. All the ordinary kindness that never gets counted. Set all of that on the scale, next to the one thing you regret. Which side is heavier? It isn't even close. You've done far more good than harm. You just never added up. Tonight, let it count. We forget all this at night. Regret has a way of shining a bright light on the one dark spot and leaving everything good in shadow. But the good is still there. The light is just pointed the wrong way. Think about the story you've been telling yourself. In that story, you're the one who did the bad thing. That's the whole plot. But it isn't a fair story. It leaves out almost everything. It leaves out the years of kindness, the quiet efforts, the love. A fair story would hold all of that, and one hard moment, somewhere in the middle. That's the true one. Not the flawed character in a dark story, just a real, whole person who had a hard moment, the way everyone does. When we decide I'm a bad person, we hang a label on ourselves. And once that label is on, we start reading everything through it. Every memory becomes more proof of it. But the label was never true. It was just something you said in a low moment and then believed. You can take it off. You don't have to wear it another night. Here's something worth knowing. Good people do things they regret. That's not a strange thing. It's a normal thing. Being good doesn't mean never getting it wrong. It means caring and trying and mending things when you can. You can be a kind person and still have a bad moment. Both are true. One doesn't cancel the other. Here's the plain truth about people. Nobody is all one thing. We're all a mix. Kind sometimes and sometimes not. Getting it right and getting it wrong. That's not a flaw in you. That's just what a person is. You're allowed to be a mix. A good person with a few things they'd take back. So the regret isn't proof that you're bad. It's just what it feels like when a good person slips. Good people do slip. It doesn't move them out of the good column. It only makes them human. Notice what that heavy feeling actually does to you. When you believe you're a bad person, you shrink. You hide. You expect the worst of yourself. A person who's busy hiding can't do much good in the world. So being hard on yourself doesn't even make you better. It just makes you smaller. Letting it go isn't selfish. It sets you free to be the good person you already are. Here's another thing worth remembering. That heavy feeling, I'm a bad person, is just a feeling. And feelings aren't facts. Just because it feels true doesn't make it true. A feeling can be completely wrong. This one is. You can feel it if it comes without believing a word it says. It isn't the truth about you. It's just a cloud passing over. Sometimes the very thing you regret is part of what made you kinder, because you know how it feels to get it wrong. You're gentler with others when they do. Because you carry this, you're more careful, more caring. The mistake didn't only take something from you, in a quiet way. It also gave you something, a softer heart. It's part of how you became the caring person you are tonight. So let's make the split clear, because it changes everything. There's the thing that happened, and there's you. The thing was one event, in one moment, now gone. You are a whole life, still going, full of far more good than bad. Don't let the small thing swallow the big thing. Don't let one moment stand in for a whole person. That one moment already took what it took. Don't let it take the rest of you too. Don't let it decide how you feel about yourself for the rest of your life. It doesn't get that much power. It was one moment. You are everything else. Here's something we forget. Other people don't hold it against you the way you hold it against yourself. Most of them have moved on. Most of them are far too busy with their own regrets to keep score of yours. The only one still holding this over your head, night after night, is you. So you can be the one to set it down. You can call this off whenever you're ready. Maybe tonight. You are not a mistake. You are a person who made one. There's all the difference in the world between those two. So tonight, you don't have to weigh your entire worth over one single moment. You don't have to keep measuring your mistakes in the dark. You can simply let the scales rest. Let yourself just be a tired person in the dark, who deserves some peace like anyone else. You don't have to earn your way back to being okay either. You don't have to suffer a certain amount first, or punish yourself long enough before you're allowed to feel like a good person again. It doesn't work that way. You can simply decide, tonight, to stop the punishment. The goodness in you was never gone. It was only hidden for a while, under all the blame. Let's take a slow breath here. As you breathe out, picture setting down that one small word, bad. Just the word. Let it fall away, and underneath it, feel what's still there. You, just you. A person doing their best, who got something wrong once, and has been carrying it for far too long. That person is worth being gentle with. That person is you. So let the blur clear. Let I am bad soften back into I did something I regret. One is a heavy lie, the other is just a small human truth. A small truth is something you can rest beside. You are still a good person. You always were. One moment never changed that. You are more than your worst moment. Here's a gentle thought to rest with tonight. The past already took its moment. Try not to give it any more. That's the quiet cost of regret. It doesn't just hurt once. It keeps coming back, night after night, for the same old thing. And the price it charges is your time, the one thing you can never get back. Think about what regret does with your hours. That hard thing happened once, back then. It took the time it took, but then it doesn't stop. It comes back again and again, and takes more, a little of this evening, a little of tomorrow, hours of your sleep, a whole night meant for rest, quietly handed over to something that ended long ago. The past keeps reaching forward into hours it has no right to, but those hours are yours. You can keep them. There was a Roman writer a long time ago named Seneca. He thought a lot about time and how we spend it, and he noticed something simple but easy to forget. He wasn't gloomy about it. He wasn't saying life is sad because it's short. He was saying the opposite. Because it's short, every day is worth something. Every evening counts, including this one, so try not to give it away without noticing. He said life isn't really too short. It only feels short because we waste so much of it. We give our days away to worry, to what-ifs, to things that don't matter. One of the biggest ways we lose our time is by living in the past. Think of all the people who reach the end of a long life and feel like it went by in a blur. Seneca saw why. It wasn't that the years were few. It's that so many of them were spent somewhere else, worrying about tomorrow, aching over yesterday, not actually here, living. He didn't want that for anyone, and I don't want it for you. The mind does this on its own, without asking. It drifts back and starts it turning again, and you don't even notice until you're deep in it. That's normal. You're not failing when it happens. The practice is simply to notice and step gently back out, back into tonight. Over and over, if you have to. Each time counts. Here's the plain version. Every hour you spend back in that old moment is an hour of your real life gone. Not the past's life, yours. Tonight is part of your life, a real piece of it, happening right now. If you spend it back there, reliving what's done, then the past doesn't just take yesterday, it takes today too. Say it's an hour tonight. 1 hour, chasing that old memory. That hour is gone now. You won't get it back. Here's the hard part. It didn't even help. The past is exactly the same as it was before you started. Nothing changed. You simply gave away an hour of your life. That's the deal the past offers. It takes your time and hands you nothing back. Compare that to what tonight can give you. Real rest, a quiet mind, a body that finally lets go. Hours of deep sleep that leave you softer in the morning. That's what's waiting, right here, right now. All you have to do is stay in tonight, instead of slipping back into then. You only get so many nights. This is one of them. A whole night of your one life. So here's a soft question. Do you want to spend it back there, in a moment that's already over, or here, in the warm and the quiet, resting, where your life actually is? There's no wrong answer. If the past pulls at you tonight, that's okay. You're not doing anything wrong. This is just a gentle reminder of where the good things are. They're not back there. They're here. The warmth of the blanket, the quiet of the room, the slow rise and fall of your breath. That's your life, small and simple and happening right now. Notice how much is actually okay in this moment. Not in the past, not in the future, just now, right now. You are safe. You are warm. You are breathing. Nothing is hurting you. The only ache in the room tonight is the one you're carrying in from another time. And you're allowed to leave it there, because your life isn't back there. It's here. It's always here, in the present. This breath, this bed, this moment. The past is just a place you visit in your mind. You don't live there. You can't. Nobody can. Life only ever happens now. Sit with that for a second. You have never once lived a single moment in the past. Not one. Every moment you've ever truly lived, you lived it in its own now. The past was only ever a now that passed, and this, right here, is the only one you have. It would be a pity to miss it, standing around in an old one. So when you catch yourself back in that old moment, you don't have to be upset about it. Just see it gently for what it is. A visit to a place that doesn't exist anymore, and then, softly, let it go and settle back into the place that's real. This one. The one with the soft pillow and the quiet dark and your slow, easy breath. Think of today as a small gift, just this one day given to you. Every time you slip back into the past, you hand a piece of that gift away to something that's already gone, something that can't use it and can't give it back. You can't save up the days you skip either. A day lost to the past isn't waiting for you later. It's just gone. So the only day you ever really have is the one you're in. This one. Tonight. It's small, but it's yours, and it's enough. Seneca wrote, more or less, that we act as if we'll live forever. So we throw our time around like there's no end to it. But there is. Every day is precious, exactly because they don't go on forever. Especially the ones you still have, especially tonight. None of this is meant to worry you. It's meant to free you. Because if today matters, then you have every reason to stop losing it to something you can't change. You get to keep your evening. You get to keep your rest. You get to keep tonight. The past doesn't get it. You do. Think of it as a small kindness to yourself, keeping your own evening, not handing it away to a moment that's already finished with you. You wouldn't pour your last drops of fresh water onto dry sand where nothing could ever grow. So don't give your last few hours to a past that can't use them. Keep them. Spend them on rest instead. The past has taken enough from you already. It took the moment itself. It took the hard feelings that came after. It's taken more sleep than you could count. That's a lot. It doesn't get tonight too. Somewhere, a line has to be drawn. Let it be here. Let it be now. This night stays with you. Picture the night ahead of you now. Hours of it. Dark and soft and quiet. All of it yours to rest in. That's a gift. A whole night of peace, if you'll take it. Don't trade it for an echo of something that's already done. The past had its day. Let tonight be tonight's. Now, this isn't about rushing. It's not about doing more or making the most of every second. That would just be another kind of pressure, and you don't need that at night. It's the opposite. It's about slowing down and being here, really here, in the one place your life is actually happening. So tonight, gently take today back. Take it back from yesterday. You don't owe the past your evening. You don't owe it your sleep. It already had its moment. This one is yours. When your mind drifts back, and it will, just notice, softly. That's the past. It already had its time. Then return to your life, back to the bed, back to the breath, back to this quiet moment where you actually live. This is your night, not the past's, yours. Let yourself have it. Tonight belongs to you. Let me tell you about a different kind of man. The last one was an emperor with everything. This one began with nothing at all. His name was Epictetus. He lived a long time ago, even before the emperor we spoke of, and he was born a slave. Think about what that meant. He was owned by other people. He had no freedom, no choices of his own, no say over his own life, or his own days, or even his own body. Everything was decided for him. From the very start, his life was not his to shape. Most of us can barely imagine that. To own nothing, to choose nothing, to have your whole life handed to you, already decided. It's about as heavy a start as a person can be given. Those hard years left their mark on him too. For the rest of his life, he walked with a limp, a quiet reminder, always with him, of where he had come from. He couldn't undo any of it. He couldn't give himself a gentler childhood, or a different body, or another past. What was done was done. There was no going back for him, not one step. And yet, here's the remarkable part. He did not spend his life grieving what he couldn't change. He didn't pour his few free hours into wishing it all away. He looked at what he could not undo, and he simply let it be. Then he turned toward what he could. So here was a man with a past he never chose, a past he could never change, and never leave behind. If anyone ever had the right to be bitter about what was behind them, it was him. He could have spent his whole life angry at the people who owned him, at the life he'd been handed, at a past he never asked for. No one would have blamed him, but he found a lighter way to live. Epictetus found something that set him free, even while he was still a slave, and it's the same thing that can free you tonight. He noticed a simple truth. Some things are up to us, some things are not. In fact, most things are not. What other people do, not up to us. What has already happened, not up to us. The body we're given, the family we're born into, the life we start with, none of it up to us. But one thing always is, how we meet it, what we do on the inside, how we choose to carry what we cannot change. That part, he said, no one can ever take from you, not even the person who owns you. They could control his outer world, but never his inner world. They could tell him where to stand, but not how to think. Deep inside, in the one place that truly mattered, he was always free. That place is in you too. It was never taken. It never can be. And the past, he saw, is the clearest example of all. The past is never up to us. It's already done. It's the most finished, most settled thing there is, the furthest out of our hands. So struggling against it only leaves us tired. It asks for energy that belongs here, in tonight. There is no freedom back there. The only freedom is in how you carry it now. So he made his peace with all of it. Not because it was fair. It wasn't. Not because it stopped aching. Some things always ache a little. But because peace was the only path that led anywhere. Resisting the past led nowhere. Accepting it let him walk on. So that is what he did. He stopped fighting the past he couldn't change. He took all that energy and put it where it actually worked, into the present, into his own mind, into how he chose to live right now, today. And a strange thing happened. He became free, free on the inside, where it counts. Freer, people said, than the men who owned him. Think about how strange that is. The slave, freer than his masters, because they were still ruled by their tempers, their worries, their need to hold on to everything. He had let all that go. He tended the one small garden that was truly his own mind, that made him free. That's the whole secret, really. Not fixing the past, not forcing it to be any different. Just moving your attention off the part you can't change and onto the part you can. It sounds almost too simple, but it's the difference between a life spent aching and a life spent living. Later on, he was set free for real. He became a teacher. People traveled from far away just to sit and learn from him. This man who had started with nothing and owned nothing and had every reason to give up on life. Instead, he was the calmest, freest man they had ever met. Now think about your own past for a moment. You have one you can't change too. Maybe it's something you did. Maybe it's something that was done to you. Either way, you can't go back and undo it. That door is closed, just as his was. You didn't choose everything in your past either. Some of it simply happened to you. Some of it you'd take back in a heartbeat if you could. But you can't. And here, Epictetus would say something gentle. He'd say, then let it go. Not the memory, the struggle with it. Stop trying to move the one thing that is already settled. Here's what is still open, how you carry it, from here. That part is yours. It always was. It's the one piece of all this that no one else can decide for you. Not the past, not anyone. You get to choose how you hold what happened. That choice is where your freedom lives. It's a quiet kind of freedom, but it's real. It doesn't need anything to change. It doesn't wait for the past to be different, or for anyone to say sorry, or for the ache to fully go. It's here right now, tonight, exactly as things are. You reach for it by loosening your grip on what's done, and turning, gently, toward what's still yours. He learned that in the hardest school there is. If he could find peace with his past, a past far heavier than most, then there is room for you to find a little peace with yours. If freedom was possible for him, in his life, then it's surely possible for you, here, in this quiet room, tonight. So you can loosen your hold on what's already done. Not because it didn't matter, but because none of your freedom was ever back there. Your freedom isn't back there, in the part you can't change. It's here, now, in how you carry it, from this moment on. Set down the part you can't change. You don't have to carry a weight that was never yours to shift, and keep the part you can, your response, your peace, the way you meet tomorrow. That part is still yours. It's enough. It's everything. Epictetus couldn't change a single thing about where he came from, and still he was free. Tonight, in the one way that truly counts, so are you. You are free in how you carry it. Tonight, let's try the hardest thing, and also the kindest. Let's begin to forgive yourself. I know, that's easier said than done. Forgiving yourself can feel almost impossible. We do it for other people all the time. A friend lets us down, and we find a way to understand. We give them another chance. But when it comes to ourselves, we hold on. We keep the door shut. We decide we're the one person who doesn't get forgiven. It's strange when you think about it. We can hold endless mercy for everyone else and keep none for ourselves. We let others be human. We let them slip and still be good. Only ourselves we refuse. Tonight, let's soften that. Let's turn a little of that mercy inward, where it's needed most. So let's gently open that door. First, let's be clear about what forgiving yourself really means, because it's often misunderstood. It doesn't mean saying what happened was fine. It doesn't mean pretending it didn't matter, or that no one got hurt. It's not about excuses. It's simpler than that, and kinder. Forgiving yourself just means you stop holding it against yourself. You stop the punishment. You set down the anger you've been aiming at your own heart. That's all it is. You can still be sorry. You can still wish it had gone another way. You just stop making yourself suffer for it, night after night, with no end in sight. It isn't really about the past at all. It's about you, now. About whether you'll keep punishing a person who's already hurting, or finally show them a little kindness. That's all forgiveness is. Choosing kindness over blame, choosing to ease the pain, instead of adding to it. That's a choice you're allowed to make. Tonight, you can make it. Ask yourself, gently, what would it take? What would you need to finally let yourself off the hook? Often, the honest answer is nothing. Nothing more has to happen. You've already understood. You've already suffered. You've already changed. There's no last thing you're waiting for. The only thing left is to decide that you're allowed. And you are. You always were. Think about how long you've been carrying that anger at yourself. Maybe years. Quietly, in the background. A low voice that says you don't deserve to feel okay. That's a heavy thing to carry. It hasn't made anything better. It's only hurt you, again and again, for something already done. You're allowed to set it down now. That anger you turn on yourself. It can feel like justice, like it's simply what you deserve. But look closely, and it isn't justice at all. It doesn't undo the past. It doesn't help anyone who was hurt. It doesn't make you better. It only wears you down, night after night. It's not justice. It's just pain, with no purpose, and you're allowed to lay it down. Here's something worth noticing. You've probably forgiven other people for just as much, maybe more. People who hurt you, and never even tried to make it right. Somehow, in time, you found a way to let it go. You understood. You moved on. You gave them room to be human. So here's a fair question. Why not you? Why is everyone else allowed to be forgiven, except you? You're human too. You get the same mercy as anyone. You are not the exception. That's the quiet lie regret tells. That everyone else can be forgiven, but yours is different. It isn't true. There's nothing about your mistake that puts it outside of forgiveness. You're just a person, like all the others you've forgiven. You belong on that list too. There may be a small voice that says you don't deserve this, that forgiveness is for other people, not for you. That voice is the loudest part of the pain. Don't argue with it, just don't obey it either. Let it say its piece, and then, quietly, forgive yourself anyway. You don't need its permission. You never did. You've suffered enough for it, truly. Think of all the hard nights, all the quiet aching, all the times it came back and took another piece of your peace. Whatever you did, you have carried the weight of it many times over. You have walked with this heavy burden long enough. You are allowed to set it down now. Remember Marcus, the emperor with his notebook. He had to forgive himself too. In his notes, Marcus wrote honestly about his own faults. He didn't hide from them. But then, again and again, he reminded himself of something gentle, not to be too hard on himself, to accept that he was human and would sometimes fall short, the way everyone does. And then, simply, to begin again. If an emperor had to practice forgiving himself, then so do the rest of us. It's just part of being a person. Notice what Marcus didn't do. He didn't wait until he was perfect to forgive himself. He didn't clear away every fault first. He forgave himself while he was still getting things wrong, still learning, still human. That's the only way anyone ever does it. You don't earn your way to forgiveness by becoming flawless. You just give it to yourself, as you are tonight. Now, here's something that helps. Forgiveness isn't a feeling you have to wait for. It's a choice you make. You might not feel forgiven tonight. That's okay. You don't have to feel it first. You just decide it. I forgive myself for this, and then you say it again tomorrow, and the day after. Slowly, quietly, the feeling catches up. The heart follows where the choice leads. It only takes a little time. So don't worry if it feels hollow at first. If you say, I forgive myself, and feel nothing, that's normal. You're planting a seed, not turning a key. Seeds take a while to grow. Say it anyway, tonight, even if you don't quite believe it yet. Some part of you will hear it. Over the coming days, it will begin to take root. Think about who you're actually forgiving. It's not a stranger, it's you. A tired person, lying in the dark, who has been carrying this for far too long, who has been kind in 100 ways you've forgotten, who is doing their best to get through. That person deserves some mercy, and you're the only one who can give it to them. So give it. tonight. Bring that person to mind for a moment. You, tonight. Not the version from the memory. The one here, now, tired and trying and worn thin from carrying this. If you saw them from the outside, you wouldn't want them to keep suffering. You'd want them to be free of it. That wanting, that's mercy. Now turn it toward yourself. Let yourself be the one you set free. Here's a way to feel it. It's as if you've been holding your breath for years, bracing against it. Forgiving yourself is finally letting that breath go. So let's do that now, gently. Rest a hand on your chest if you like. Take a slow breath in, and as you breathe out, let something soften. Say, quietly, in your mind, to yourself, I forgive you. You've carried this long enough. You can rest now. You don't have to mean it all the way yet. Just say it. Just begin. The rest will come. How did that feel? Even a little lighter? Even the smallest loosening somewhere in your chest? That's the beginning. That's forgiveness, starting. You don't have to force the rest. You've opened the door. That's enough for tonight. The rest can come slowly, on its own. You can come back to this any night you need to. A hand on the heart, one slow breath, those few quiet words. Forgiveness isn't one big moment. It's a small kindness you give yourself, again and again, the way Marcus began again, each day, in his notebook, until one night you notice the weight is simply gone. You've been so hard on yourself for so long. Tonight, be your own friend instead. You can forgive yourself now. Let's end with a simple picture, something gentle to carry down into sleep. Imagine a small boat on calm water at night. It moves forward, slowly, through the dark, and behind it, on the surface, it leaves a trail, a soft line of ripples spreading out across the water. Sailors have a name for that trail. They call it the wake. It's a gentle thing, really. A boat can't move through water without leaving one. Every boat that has ever sailed left a trail behind it. It's simply what happens when you move forward through the world. You leave a mark on the water behind you. So does everyone. So there's nothing wrong with having a trail behind you. You were meant to. It only means you've gone somewhere. It means you've lived a life and moved through it and left your mark along the way, like every soul who ever crossed the water. Picture it for a moment. The boat gliding ahead. Behind it, that trail on the water, widening, softening, slowly fading into the dark. That trail is your past, everything behind you, every place you've been, every choice you've made. It all trails out behind you, like ripples on the water, marking where you have traveled. Like any trail on the water, it's already fading. Look closely. The water nearest the boat still stirs a little, but further back it's smoother, and further still, it's gone, folded back into the calm, as if the boat had never passed. Time does that to the past, gently, on its own. The oldest parts have almost smoothed away already. You just haven't noticed, because you keep turning around and stirring them up again. Here is the quiet truth worth carrying tonight. The trail follows the boat. The boat does not follow the trail. Read that once more, slowly. The trail follows the boat, not the other way around. The past comes along behind you. You do not come along behind it. You are the one moving forward. It is the one being left behind. Sit with that for a moment. The trail cannot steer the boat. It cannot turn it, or push it, or decide where it goes. It has no power over the boat at all. It only shows where the boat has already been. The boat moves on wherever it chooses, and the trail just follows, quietly, behind. But so many of us try to live the other way around. We let the trail steer the boat. We let what's behind us decide what lies ahead. We point ourselves forward, but we keep our eyes fixed backward, on the fading water. It's an easy mistake to make. The water back there is so vivid, all that stirring, all that white, it catches the eye. Meanwhile, the calm water ahead is quiet and dark and asks for nothing. So we stare at the restless water behind us and forget to look at the peace in front of us. But the peace is there. It's always there, just ahead, waiting to be noticed. Imagine actually trying to steer a boat that way, turned all the way around, staring at the ripples behind you, while the calm, open water slides by up ahead, unseen. You would drift, you would lose your way, you would miss the peaceful water right in front of you. That is what living in regret can feel like, facing forward but looking back, trying to move ahead while watching what is already gone. Here's the strangest part. While you're turned around, watching the trail, the boat keeps moving anyway. It doesn't wait for you. Life carries on, carrying you forward, whether you are facing front or not. So you might as well turn around and enjoy the passage. You might as well see where you're going. There's nothing you even need to do to move forward. You already are. Just by being here, breathing, letting tonight pass gently into tomorrow, you are moving on. Forward is the natural direction. You don't have to push. You only have to stop holding on to the shore. So let's turn gently back around, toward the front of the boat, toward the calm water ahead. Because the trail behind you has no power over where you go now. None at all. It's only water, settling. Already it is spreading out, growing softer, sinking back into the calm. That is what the past does too. When you stop stirring it, it settles. It smooths over. It quietly disappears. The more you leave it alone, the faster it settles. That's the way of still water. It wants to be smooth. It will always return to calm if you simply stop disturbing it. Your mind is the same. Left alone, it settles. The past sinks down. The surface goes quiet, all on its own, without any effort from you. And what actually carries the boat forward is here, now. The gentle motion beneath you, the way you are facing, the calm water just ahead. The past is behind you, but the power is with you, here, in this moment. You can't row backward into the past and change it. No one can. The water won't take you there. It only flows one way, forward. That isn't a loss, it's a mercy. It means the past can't hold you. It can only trail behind, growing fainter, while the calm water keeps carrying you gently on. There's something else worth seeing. That trail on the water isn't a bad thing at all. It's the mark of a real journey, proof that you've traveled and come all this way across real water. Your past is the same. It is proof that you have lived, that you've made it here, all the way to tonight. You can let it stretch out behind you with a quiet peace. You just don't have to keep staring at it. Think of an old sailor at the end of a long voyage. He looks back at the trail behind him with a soft, quiet smile. That trail is his whole life. Every harbor, every crossing, every quiet dawn at sea. He's glad of the distance he's come. And then he faces forward, toward home, toward rest. You can do the same tonight. Honor the journey, then turn gently toward rest. You are the boat, not the trail behind it. So tonight, let the wake fade. Face forward, softly. Let the water behind you grow quiet and smooth again. You don't have to erase any of it. You just have to stop watching it. Let it settle on its own, the way calm water always does. Feel yourself gliding gently forward now, through the dark, still water. Behind you, the trail dissolves and grows quiet. Ahead, there is only stillness, only calm, and you, drifting softly on, toward rest. Forward, always gently forward, into the calm, into the quiet, into sleep. The past is just the trail behind you. It cannot steer you. It cannot follow you where you are going. It only settles and fades and lets you go. Let the wake fade behind you now. We've spent a while now with the mind. Let's turn gently to the body. Because regret doesn't only live in your thoughts, it lives in your body too. In the muscles, in the way you hold yourself. The body remembers what the mind can't set down. You may not even notice it, but when we carry something old and heavy, the body carries it with us. It tightens, it holds on, quietly, all day, and often all night. It's a kind of quiet loyalty, really. The body trying to hold you together all this time, doing its quiet best to keep you safe. It has worked so hard for you. Tonight, you can let it rest. You can tell it, gently, that it's safe to loosen now. So let's thank it in the simplest way. Not with another task, not with more holding on, just with permission to soften. Just a little rest at last. Let's go slowly, one place at a time. There's nothing to do here, only to notice and to let go. As we visit each place, you won't have to make anything happen. Just bring a soft attention there, and the letting go happens on its own. The body knows how. It only needs you to stop holding. Let's start with the jaw. We hold so much there without ever knowing. Let it loosen now. Let your teeth come apart just a little. Let the jaw grow soft and heavy and loose. Let the whole face soften with it. The cheeks, the lips, the small muscles around the eyes that hold on all day long. Let them all grow smooth and still. Let your face become as soft as a sleeping child's. Now the shoulders. They've been carrying the weight, lifted and tight, up near your ears. You've held them there so long you forgot they were up. Let them drop now. Let them fall, slowly, away from your ears. Heavy, warm, sinking down into the bed. Let the neck soften and lengthen too. All those small muscles that hold your head up through the long day. Let them ease. Let your head grow heavy on the pillow, fully supported. Nothing to hold up now. Now the space between your eyebrows. That's where the day gathers, where you frown quietly when you go back over things. Let it smooth, let it open. Let your whole forehead grow calm and wide and still. Now the chest. This is where the tightness sits, where the breath gets held. Let it open gently. Breathe in, slow and soft. And as you breathe out, let the chest loosen. Let it sink a little more with every breath. With each breath out, a little more of the tightness leaves you. You don't have to force it. Just let the out-breath carry it away, softly, like a tide slipping back out to sea. In and out, holding on and letting go. Somewhere in you, there may be a breath you've been holding for a very long time. The breath of holding yourself together. The breath of waiting for the hard feeling to pass. You can let that breath go now. Let it out, long and slow. You don't have to hold yourself together anymore tonight. The bed is holding you. You can simply be held. Now the hands. So often they're curled, holding on to nothing at all. Let them open. Let the fingers uncurl and grow soft. There's nothing to grip tonight, nothing to keep hold of. Let your hands rest, open and easy. And now the belly, where worry likes to gather. Let it release now. Let it grow loose and warm and quiet. Let your breath move down into it, slow and low. Let your back settle too, all the way down its length. Let it melt into the bed beneath you, one small part at a time, from your shoulders to the middle, to the base of your spine, held, heavy, at rest. Let it all keep moving down through you now, into the hips, heavy and loose, down through the legs, all the way to your feet. Let every part of you grow heavy and warm and still. Let your whole body sink a little deeper into the bed. There's a warmth that comes when the body finally lets go, a soft, spreading warmth. like sunlight settling over still water. Let it spread through you now, from the top of your head all the way down, warm, heavy, calm. Every out-breath a little deeper, every moment a little more at ease. Your breath is slower now, softer. You didn't have to make it slow. It settled on its own, the moment you softened. That's all the body wants to do tonight. Settle, slow, come quietly to rest. Feel it now, the whole body, letting go. Every place that was holding the regret, softening, one breath at a time. The jaw, the shoulders, the brow, the chest, the hands, the belly, all of it, growing heavy and warm and still. Here's the quiet secret. As the body softens, the mind softens too. They're joined. They always have been. You don't have to think your way to peace tonight. You can soften your way there instead. One loosened muscle at a time. Isn't that a relief? That you don't have to solve anything tonight. You don't have to figure any of it out. You can just soften and breathe and let the body carry you down toward sleep. So if the thinking hasn't brought you peace tonight, if you've turned it over and found no rest there, then let this be another way in, a gentler way, through the body, through the breath, through simple warmth and weight and quiet. The regret was never only in your head, it was in your body all along, and now your body is setting it down, not with effort, with rest, muscle by muscle, breath by breath. Notice how much lighter you feel already, a little softer, a little heavier in the good way, the way of rest, not the way of burden. This is your body, remembering how to let go. It knew how, all along. It was only waiting for your permission. So give it that permission now, fully. Let go of the last held place, wherever it is in you. Maybe the jaw again, maybe the shoulders, wherever you're still holding on, even a little. Let it soften 1 degree more. There, that's it, that's rest. There's nothing to hold now, nothing to hold back, nothing to carry, only the warmth of the blanket, the weight of your body sinking, and the slow, easy tide of your breath moving in and out. Heavy, warm, soft, safe, nothing to do, nowhere to be, just here, sinking gently into rest. Let your body rest now too. Let's turn, softly, toward tomorrow. Not the tomorrow of things to do, not the list or the worries, just the simple fact of it. A new day, coming quietly, while you sleep. Here is something gentle to hold on to. Tomorrow hasn't happened yet. It's completely clean. Nothing has touched it. None of today's tiredness, none of the past's weight. It's still perfectly blank, waiting, like fresh snow before anyone has walked on it. There's something peaceful about untouched things. A blank page, still water, new snow. They hold a quiet kind of hope, the sense that anything is still possible. Tomorrow is like that, right now, as you lie here, completely untouched, full of quiet possibility, and all of it is yours. Think about that for a moment. A whole day, brand new, with no mistakes in it yet, no regrets, nothing to undo. It arrives each morning, clean and quiet, no matter what came before. That's the quiet mercy built into every single day. It always begins again. The sun doesn't remember yesterday. It just rises, soft and new, over everything. It offers you the same fresh start it offers the whole waking world. Your past isn't written on tomorrow. It can't reach that far. Tomorrow is out of its hands. When you wake, you get to meet a day that holds nothing against you. A day that doesn't know your regrets and doesn't care to. A day that simply says, here, begin again. That's what a new day whispers every time. It doesn't ask you to fix the past. It doesn't ask you to rush. It just whispers, begin again, gently, from here, with nothing to carry over. It's the kindest offer in the world, and it's made to you fresh, every single morning, for as long as you live. Some people have always greeted each dawn this way, as a small new life, a chance to be born again, quietly, into a fresh day. You get that same chance tonight, not because you've earned it, just because morning always comes and always brings a clean beginning with it. And you don't have to earn that clean start. You don't have to be good enough for it. It comes anyway. It comes for everyone. It's the most patient gift there is. However heavy today felt, tomorrow still arrives, clean and willing, ready to be whatever you make of it. And notice, you don't have to make it into anything grand. A new beginning doesn't mean a big new plan. It can just mean a softer morning, a slower breath, a kinder word to yourself over breakfast. Small and gentle is more than enough. That's all a clean page asks of you, just to begin, softly, wherever you are. So there's no pressure waiting for you there. That clean page isn't a test. It isn't one more chance to get everything right. It's just a soft, open day, ready to be lived, one gentle moment at a time. You can meet it slowly. You can meet it tired. It will wait for you to be ready. Isn't that a kind thing to know as you drift off? That you're not sleeping toward more of the same. You're sleeping towards something new. A clean page. A soft blank morning that hasn't been touched by a single thing you regret. You don't have to plan it now. You don't have to fill it yet. You just get to rest, knowing it's there, waiting, fresh and quiet on the far side of the night. Sleep is how you cross over to it. That's all sleep really is, tonight, a gentle passage from the old day to the new one. You lay down what's finished. You close your eyes, and while you rest, a clean morning is already forming, just for you. Picture it for a moment, if it helps. The first pale light, coming soft through the curtains. The quiet of a house not yet awake, something warm to hold. The day, sitting there in front of you, gentle and open, asking nothing yet. That morning is real. It's coming. It's only a night away. You don't have to reach for it. It's coming to you, all on its own. All you have to do is rest and let the night carry you there. You've seen it prove itself 1,000 times. Think of all the hard days you've had before. Yet every single time a new morning came. The night always ended. The light always returned. It has always known how to arrive, and it's already on its way to you tonight. Tomorrow is coming, sure and gentle, just as it always has. There's a rhythm to it, older than any of us. Day, then night, then day again. Light, then dark, then light. The world has been doing this forever, night after night, long before your worries, and it will go on long after them. You can trust that rhythm tonight. It's carrying you, gently, toward morning, the way it always has. Feel yourself as part of that rhythm now, rising and falling with your own breath, the way the days rise and fall into nights, in and out, light and dark, nothing to do but move with it, nothing to do but let the night turn, slowly, toward the morning that's already coming. So let today be done. It doesn't have to follow you into tomorrow. You can leave it here, in the dark, finished. Step into the morning with unburdened hands and a quiet heart. You've carried today long enough. Every hour of it. Set it down here, at the edge of sleep. You won't need it where you're going. The morning doesn't ask you to bring the old day along. It only asks you to come, rested, and begin. And tomorrow, you might see today a little differently. Rested eyes are gentler eyes. What feels so heavy tonight often feels lighter in the morning. So don't decide anything now. Just sleep. Let the morning show you how much softer it all can look. Whatever happened today, It stays in today. Tomorrow starts fresh. It always does. Rest now. A clean page is waiting. Let's set down one more thing tonight, maybe the heaviest one of all. The feeling that you haven't done enough. So many of us carry it. That quiet sense that we should have done more, tried harder, been better. It sits underneath the regret, and it never quite lets go. It's a strange kind of pain, because it has no bottom. However much you do, the feeling can always say, not enough. You could give everything you have, and it would still whisper, more. It's a voice that can never be filled, so tonight, let's stop trying to fill it. Let's just set it down instead. That voice was never telling you the truth anyway. It felt true, because it was loud, and because it came so often. But loud isn't the same as right. The quieter truth underneath it is gentler and far more real. You have been enough all along. You just couldn't hear it over the noise. So listen for a moment. Just listen. You did enough today. You may not feel it. That feeling almost never comes on its own. But it's true, all the same. You got through the day. You carried what you had to carry. You kept going, even when it was hard. That is enough. That has always been enough. Being tired isn't a sign that you did too little. It's a sign that you did a lot. The tiredness is the proof. You spent yourself on this day. You gave it what you had. A person who did nothing wouldn't feel this worn, so let the tiredness tell you the truth. You tried. You showed up. You did your part. Think of a field at the end of a long harvest. It's bare now and quiet because it gave everything it had. That's not failure. That's a full season's work done. You're a little like that tonight. Emptied because you gave. Quiet because the work is behind you. There's a kind of honor in that tiredness. Let yourself feel it. And you don't have to empty your whole cup before you're allowed to rest. Rest isn't a prize you earn by doing more. It's what a body and a heart simply need, the way they need air. You've done the day. Rest is only what comes next. You're allowed to let it come. We hold ourselves to such hard measures. We look at everything we didn't get to, the things left undone, the ways we fell short. We decide that's the real story, but it isn't. The real story is that you're a person, doing your best, in a life that asks a lot of you. You kept at it, today and yesterday, and all the days before. Where did we ever learn to be this hard on ourselves? To treat enough like a line that keeps moving further away, however close we get. Whoever taught us that was wrong. You don't have to believe it anymore. Tonight, you can measure the day a kinder way. Not by what's left undone, just by the simple fact that you were here and you tried. And notice this. The days you feel you did the least are often the days you were carrying the most. The days heavy with worry or sadness or just getting through. On days like that, simply staying on your feet is a full day's work. If today was one of those, then you did more than enough. You did the hardest thing there is. You kept going. Think of how much you actually carry. The worries, the people you look after, the quiet work of just keeping a life going. Nobody sees most of it. Nobody claps for it. But you do it anyway, day after day. That's not nothing. That's almost everything. You carry more than most people would ever guess. Quietly, without much thanks. Tonight, you can give yourself a little of the tenderness all that carrying deserves. You don't have to prove your worth tonight. It isn't a thing you earn by doing more and more. It was never up for question. You don't have to be any more than you are. You already matter, just as you are. Tired and human and here. Your worth doesn't rise on your good days or fall on your hard ones. It just stays, quiet and steady, underneath everything. No matter how much you got done, you could do nothing at all tomorrow and be worth exactly as much. It was never something to earn. It's simply yours. So let go of the measuring. Let go of that voice adding up all the shoulds, all the not enoughs. You can stop counting yourself tonight. You've done plenty. You are plenty. Feel how much lighter that is. To not have to be more. To not have to catch up or make up for anything. Just to be allowed to be enough. Right here, right now. That's what tonight is offering you. Not a reward for a perfect day. Just rest, freely given, to a person who has earned the right to stop. There's nothing to add up tonight. Nothing to make right first. You can lay your head down exactly as you are. Not a project to finish. Not a problem to solve. Just a tired person who has done their day and is allowed to rest now. There is nothing left to earn tonight. Nothing left to fix. Nothing left to prove to anyone. Least of all to yourself. The day is finished. Whatever it held, you met it. Whatever it asked, you answered as well as you could. Now it's over. You're allowed to be done. You're allowed to stop and breathe and simply be, with nothing required of you at all. So be gentle with your own two hands tonight. They've held so much. Be gentle with your tired mind. It has worked so hard. Be gentle with the whole of you, even the part that's still, somewhere, wondering if it isn't enough. It is. It always was. You can believe that now and rest. You did what you could, and what you could do was enough. Let that be true, just for tonight. Let yourself stop, fully. Let yourself rest as someone who has done their share and can lay it down now with a clear and easy heart. Nothing more is being asked of you tonight. Nothing at all. Only rest. You've done your share today. Now you can rest. By now, your thoughts may have already begun to slow. Or maybe they haven't. Maybe your mind is still turning, still busy, still going back over things. Either way is fine. There's nothing you need to fix about it. Let's just look, softly, at something underneath all of it. Your thoughts come and go, like weather. Think about that for a moment. Thoughts arrive, and they pass. A worry rises, and then it fades. A memory comes, and then it drifts on. All night, all day, thoughts move through you, like clouds moving across the sky. Some light, some heavy, always changing, never still. You've watched this happen your whole life, without ever noticing. A thought fills your mind completely, and then, a little later, it's gone, replaced by another. None of them stay. Not the good ones, not the hard ones. They all move on, in the end. That's simply what thoughts do. They pass. So a thought, on its own, has no power to keep you. It only stays as long as you hold on to it. The moment you loosen your grip, it drifts on, like all the others. Even the heaviest thought is only passing through. It can't stay unless you keep it. And tonight, you can let it pass. But here's the part we forget. The sky itself doesn't change. The clouds pass across it, but the sky stays. Quiet, open, always there, behind the weather. Grey clouds can fill the whole sky, heavy and low and endless seeming. But even then, the open sky is still up there, behind them, completely untouched. The clouds don't harm the sky, they just pass across it and move on. The sky itself was never touched. It was only ever waiting to be seen again. You have a sky like that inside you. A quiet place, underneath all the thinking. It was there before tonight's worries, and it will be there long after. The thoughts pass across it, but they don't touch it. They never have. Most of the time, we live up in the weather, caught in the clouds, carried along by whatever thought is passing through. We forget there's a calm sky underneath, holding it all. But it's always there, and you can rest in it any time you remember. Tonight, you get to remember. You get to drop down, out of the busy sky, into the calm one underneath. It's the most restful place there is. The lovely thing is, you don't have to travel to reach it. It isn't far away. It's the closest thing there is. It's already here, under everything, waiting. You've probably felt it before, without naming it. A moment, maybe out in nature, or just after waking, when the thinking went quiet on its own, and something underneath felt wide, and calm, and enough. That wasn't a rare bit of luck. That was just the quiet, showing through. It's here right now, the same as always. So let's go there now. Not by pushing the thoughts away. You don't have to stop thinking. That never works anyway. You just let the thoughts be, and turn your attention, gently, to the stillness they're floating in. Notice the space around your thoughts, the small gap between one thought and the next, that little pause. That's the quiet. It's always there, in the background, holding everything. You don't have to make it, you only have to notice it. Then. Try it, softly, just once. Let a thought come. Then wait for the little space after it, before the next one arrives. Feel that small opening, that soft breath of nothing. That's the doorway. You don't have to do anything in it. Just rest there, for a second. Then let the next thought come, and rest in the space after that one, too. Little pauses like that are scattered all through the night. Between every two thoughts, a small door into the quiet. You can slip through any of them, anytime you like. Listen for a moment. Underneath the thinking, there's a stillness. Underneath the noise of the day, there's a silence that was never once disturbed. It's in you, right now. It's been in you all along. The busiest day never reached it. The heaviest thought never disturbed it. It stays perfectly quiet, no matter what passes through. And you don't have to hold on to this hush either. You can't lose it. It isn't something fragile you're making that might slip away. It's the ground underneath everything. Here before you noticed it, and here long after you forget it again. So there's no effort in it, just a letting go into what was always already calm. That quiet is who you really are. Not the thoughts, not the worries, not the story that keeps running. You're the still place they all happen in. You're the sky, not the weather. The sky is always at peace. So you don't have to silence your thoughts tonight. You don't have to push them down or make them stop. You can just settle underneath them, into the calm that's always been there. Let the thoughts carry on up above if they want to. You'll be resting below where it's quiet. If a thought drifts you back up into the weather, and it will, again and again, that's completely fine. You haven't done anything wrong. Just notice, softly, that you drifted up, then come back down, as gently as you like. There's no wrong way to do this. There's nothing to get right. Just an easy sinking, back into the calm, again and again, as softly as you please. Feel yourself sinking now, gently, out of the busy weather, and down into the stillness, down below the words, down below the worry, into the quiet part that never needed anything from you, that was always, already at peace. There's nothing to hold on to down here, nothing to think about, nothing to solve, just a soft, wide quiet holding you, the kind that asks for nothing at all, the kind you can finally, fully rest in. The thoughts can keep drifting by. You don't have to follow them anymore. You can just stay here, in the quiet underneath, and let them go where they go. Rest here now, beneath it all, in the still, open quiet that is always you. All day long, you are the one who holds things. You hold yourself up. You hold everything together. You carry what needs carrying, and you keep going. It's what you do every single day, mostly without even noticing. It's a lot, being the one who holds, holding your worries, holding your plans, holding everyone who leans on you, holding yourself together on the hard days especially. No wonder you're tired. That's a full day of holding, and it's finally over. And you did it well. You held everything you truly needed to hold today. You took care of what mattered. You got through. Now the holding is done. You can hand the weight to something bigger and just be held instead. Because right now, in this bed, something quiet is true. You don't have to hold anything up anymore. Feel where your body meets the bed, the places where you're resting on it. Your back, maybe. Your head on the pillow. Your arms, your legs, grown heavy. Notice how the bed is holding all of it. Every bit of your weight. You're not holding yourself up at all right now. Something else is doing it for you. Isn't that a relief to notice? That the holding up isn't yours to do right now. The bed has it. You could go completely soft, and you wouldn't sink an inch. It has you, completely. All that quiet effort you didn't even know you were making. You can stop it now. Let that be true for a moment. You can stop holding on. You're already being held. The bed is holding you. The bed rests on the floor. The floor rests on the solid ground. And the ground is part of the whole wide earth, turning slowly through the quiet night. You are held by all of it, the long line of steady things holding you, so you don't have to hold yourself. None of it needs your help to do it either. The earth never tires of carrying you. The ground holds you effortlessly. It holds you as easily as it holds the mountains and the seas. You're no weight at all to it. You can rest on it as long as you like, and it will never once ask you to get up. Let that steadiness come up to meet you, from the bed, from the floor, from the deep, patient ground below. All of it, holding still and holding you. There's a kind of trust in this, the same trust you had as a small child, carried in someone's arms, when you could simply go soft and let yourself be carried. You still get to do that, not by anyone in particular, by the bed, by the dark, by the night itself. All you have to do is stop holding and let it hold you instead. So let your weight sink down, really give it up, to the bed, to the earth beneath it. You don't have to hold even a little of it anymore. Let yourself be heavy, let yourself be carried. That heaviness is trust. It's the body finally believing it's safe to let go. Feel the heaviness spreading, your limbs sinking, your whole body settling down into what holds it. The more you give your weight away, the safer you feel. And the safer you feel, the more you can give, down and down, softer and heavier, into the hold of the bed. Notice too, you don't have to keep yourself safe tonight either. For these hours, there is nothing you need to guard, nothing to manage, nothing that needs you awake. You can set that down too, that quiet, all-day work of keeping it all together. It can rest, along with the rest of you. The night holds the space now. It always has. Every night of your life, while you slept, the world kept turning without your help. The sun came up on its own. You were never really holding it all together. You only felt as though you were. Tonight, you can feel the truth instead, that you're allowed to let go, and everything stays exactly as safe as it was. So there's nothing you need to keep hold of tonight. Not the day, not the worries, not even yourself. You can loosen your hands and your shoulders and something deeper inside, and simply lean your whole weight on the night. It will take it. It wants to. Let it. The night is wide and calm, and it's holding everything. Every sleeping person, every quiet street, the whole tired world laid down for the night, and you held right along with it. You're a small, warm part of something vast and peaceful, and it has you. It's holding you safe. You are a small, warm, held thing tonight, like a leaf resting on still water, like a stone settled deep in the earth, held completely, going nowhere, perfectly safe to stay exactly where you are and rest. You've spent so long being the one who holds. Tonight, you get to be the one who is held. Let it be someone else's turn. Let the bed do the holding. Let the night do the keeping. Let the earth carry you, the way it always has, whether you noticed it or not. So hand it over now, all of it, the holding, the managing, the keeping it together. Give it to the night. It's strong enough. It has been holding whole worlds forever. It can easily hold one tired person resting in the dark. It can easily hold you. There's such peace in being held, in not being the strong one just for a while, in letting something steady and endless do the holding, while you go soft and quiet and still. That's all sleep is asking of you tonight, just to be held, just to let go. There's nothing left for you to hold on to. You can open your hands. You can let your whole self rest into what's underneath you, steady and patient and strong enough for all of it. Let go now. You are held, you are safe, and you can rest. Let's come to the breath now. You don't have to change it. You don't have to make it deep or slow or anything at all. Just notice it. The breath that's already here, moving softly on its own. Feel it come in and feel it go out. That's all. Nothing to do. Just this. In and out. No effort, no trying. The body breathes itself. It knows exactly how. It has never once needed your help, so you can hand it over completely and simply feel it happen. Feel where the breath moves in you. Maybe the soft rise of your chest, maybe the gentle push of your belly. Wherever it is, just let it move, all on its own. You're only here to feel it, nothing more. Your breath has been with you all your life, every moment, every day, without ever being asked. It carried you through every single hour, quietly, in the background. It's still here now, still carrying you, still soft and steady and kind. Feel the warmth of the breath as it comes in, the coolness as it leaves, the small pause at the top, the small rest at the bottom, a whole quiet rhythm going on by itself, asking nothing of you. Let your attention rest on it, the way you'd rest your eyes on something gentle. The slow rise as the breath comes in, the slow fall as it goes out, like small quiet waves coming in and slipping back. Nothing else has to happen now. The whole world can wait. There's only this, one breath and then the next, each one a little slower than the last, each one carrying you further into rest. With each breath, the thinking grows a little softer, the body grows a little heavier. You settle, breath by breath, like something gently coming to rest at the bottom of still water. Down and down on each soft breath. There's nothing to reach for in the breath. It comes to you. It always comes. It arrives on its own, soft and full, and then it leaves on its own, taking a little of the day with it each time. Feel that. Each breath out, carrying something away, a little tension, a little of what's left of today. Breathing out and letting go, breathing out and softening. In, and a little calm comes. Out, and a little weight leaves. In, softening. Out, letting go. This is all sleep asks of you tonight. Just this slow, easy rhythm, taking in calm, letting out the day. You might feel your body growing heavier with each breath out. That's good. That's the day leaving you. That's sleep coming closer. Just keep letting each breath go, and let each one take you deeper down. With every breath out, you sink a little further, down into the bed, down into the quiet, a little heavier, a little further from the day. There's no rush in it, no place to get to, just an easy, endless coming and going, breath after breath, soft after soft, slower and slower and slower still. This is the oldest, simplest comfort there is, just breathing in the dark, safe and warm, You've done it every night you have ever lived. Your body remembers exactly how to let it carry you off. Warm, slow, safe, breathing, nothing else at all. You don't have to count them. You don't have to follow every one. Just let them come and go, like the tide, while you drift here in the warm dark. If your mind wanders off, that's fine. It will. Just come back, softly, whenever you notice, back to the next breath in. The breath is always here to return to. It never leaves. It's the easiest thing in the world to find. There's nothing to get right here. No good breathing, no bad breathing. However it comes is fine. Shallow, or deep, or slow, or soft. Just let it be what it is, and let it be enough. You're already doing it. You've been doing it this whole time. Just breathing and letting go, a little more with each one. It's working. It's already carrying you down. In and out, slow and soft. The breath knows the way to sleep. It has taken you there every night of your life. You can trust it now. You can let it lead. Just keep breathing gently and let it carry you down. Each breath is a small step down into sleep. In, a little deeper. Out, a little softer. You don't have to take the steps. The breath takes them for you. All you do is let it. So let go of everything else now. Let go of the day. Let go of tomorrow. Let there be nothing left but the breath, coming and going, and you, sinking gently beneath it, towards sleep. Nothing to do now but breathe, and soften, and sink. Let the breath carry you the rest of the way. Notice the darkness around you now, the soft dark of the room, the gentle dark behind your eyes. It's here to help you. It always has been. The dark is kind. It's the oldest blanket there is. Every creature that sleeps waits for it, and trusts it, and rests inside it. And tonight, so can you. We forget that, as we grow up. We learn to fill the dark with the echoes of the day. But the dark itself was always quiet, just soft, just the world, resting. Tonight, you can let it be simple again. A friendly dark, and nothing more. There's nothing to see now, nothing you need to look for. Your eyes can rest. Let them grow heavy and still behind their lids. Let them stop searching. There's nothing they have to do anymore tonight. Feel the little muscles around your eyes letting go. All that looking, all day long. It's done now. Your eyes can sink back, soft and heavy, and simply rest in the dark. Nothing to focus on, nothing to find. Feel how the dark softens everything. The edges of the room disappear. The shapes go quiet. The whole world grows simple, and small, and close. Just you, and the warmth, and the soft dark holding it all. It's a relief, isn't it, to have the world grow small for a while. All day it's so wide, and bright, and full. Now it narrows down to just this, just your bed, just your breath, just the warm dark close around you, small enough to rest in. There's a kind of safety in small, dark, quiet places. Something deep in you knows it. A warm, dim, sheltered place has always meant one thing to the body. You can rest here. You can let go here. So let that old, quiet knowing settle over you now. You're exactly where you're meant to be. The dark asks nothing of you. It doesn't need you to think, or fix, or understand. It only wants to cover you gently, like a blanket drawn up to your chin, and let you rest. So you can let yourself go soft, all the way, here. There's nothing to meet, nothing to answer. The dark isn't waiting for anything from you. It's just here, patient and kind, holding the room while you slip away. Let it settle over you now, from your feet up to your shoulders, a soft, warm darkness tucking you in, making everything quiet, making everything safe. Notice the weight of the covers over you, the warmth they hold in, the way they rest so gently all along your body. That soft weight is the dark made real, something you can feel, holding you down into rest. Let it settle you kindly towards sleep. In the dark, there's nowhere to be, nothing to reach. The day, with all its brightness and noise, is over. This is the other half of things now, the quiet half, the resting half, the soft, dark, gentle half, where nothing is required of you. You spent the bright half doing. Now comes the dark half, where you get to simply be. You don't have to earn this half. It comes every night, on its own, and lays everything down. It's been waiting for you all day. And now, at last, you're here. Soft, dark, warm, safe. Nothing to do but rest. Sink into it, the way you'd sink into something warm. Let the darkness hold you close. Let it be a comfort, not an absence. A soft place, a kind place, a place made just for rest. Some of the sweetest rest there is happens right here, in the plain dark, with the eyes closed and the day gone. No bright edges, no sounds to follow, just the deep, soft, simple dark, and a tired body sinking into it, glad to finally stop. Your whole body knows this dark. It has slept in it thousands of times. It knows exactly what to do here. Let it remember, let it lead. Let the warm dark carry you down, the way it always has. There's nothing to do now but let the dark deepen. Let it grow softer and closer and warmer. Let it fill the room and fill your mind until there's only the gentle dark and you drifting quietly down inside it. Let the last of the light fade from behind your eyes. Let the dark grow full and soft and kind. Let it close over you gently, like calm water closing over a smooth stone, down into the warm and the dark and the deep, quiet rest. There's nothing here but softness now, warmth and quiet, and the gentle dark wrapped all around you. Let the dark hold you. Let yourself rest inside it now. Two soft things are happening in your body now. It's growing heavy, and it's growing warm. Let's just notice them, one at a time. First, the heaviness. Feel how your body is settling into the bed, sinking just a little into the softness beneath you. Your arms heavy at your sides, your legs heavy and still, your whole body growing gently heavier as the last of the day's holding melts away. This is what letting go feels like. Not a big release, just a slow sinking heaviness as the muscles finally let go, as everything you were holding all day comes quietly to rest. It's a good heaviness, the heaviness of a body that's done for the day, the heaviness that comes right before sleep, every single night. You know this feeling. It means rest is close. It means you can finally, fully let down. Heavier with every breath out, softer with every one, sinking gently a little more each time. Let it happen. Let yourself be heavy. There's nothing to hold up anymore. The bed has all of it now. So let each part grow heavier. Your hands, your shoulders, your legs, sinking softly, deeper into rest. Feel your head heavy on the pillow, almost too heavy to lift. You don't need to lift it. Let its full weight rest there. Let the pillow take it completely. Nothing to hold up now, not even your own head. Now the warmth. Feel the gentle warmth of the bed around you, the warmth your own body makes, held close by the covers. It wraps around you, soft and even, like something kind. Warmth is one of the body's oldest signals for safety. When we're warm, something in us relaxes and knows all is well. So let the warmth tell you that now. You're warm, you're covered, you're safe. All is well. Let it soak in, the way warmth soaks into the earth after a long, calm summer day. Slowly, completely, reaching every part of you, until your whole body feels warm, and loose, and easy, and glad to be still. Notice where you feel it most. Maybe your chest, maybe your belly, rising and falling. A quiet, spreading warmth, moving slowly through you, softening everything it touches. Let it spread, down your arms, all the way to your fingertips, down through your legs, to the tips of your toes. A slow, heavy warmth, filling you, gently, from the inside. There's nowhere warmer, and nowhere safer, than right here, under the covers, in the dark. Your body knows it. It's letting down its last little bit of holding, now that it's finally warm, and finally safe. Feel how the warmth and the heaviness go together. The warmer you feel, the heavier you grow. The heavier you grow, the deeper you sink. Around and around, softer each time, carrying you further down toward sleep. Heavy and warm. The two feelings of a body letting go into sleep. The heaviness, carrying you down, soft and safe. The warmth, wrapping around you, kind and close. This is the body's own way into sleep. It happens every night, whether you help it or not. The heaviness comes, the warmth spreads, and somewhere in the middle of it, without ever noticing the moment, you drift off. It's already beginning now. Warm, heavy, safe, slipping softly towards sleep. There's nothing more you need to do. Just feel it, just sink into it. Let the heaviness take you down, and the warmth hold you there. With every breath, a little heavier, a little warmer, a little further down into the soft, dark quiet. You're so close now, so heavy, so warm, so near the soft edge of sleep. There's nothing left between you and rest but a few more slow, easy breaths, and you don't even have to take them. They'll take themselves. Your body is doing it all on its own now. It knows how to grow heavy. It knows how to grow warm. It knows how to sink slowly into sleep. You only have to let it. There's a real relief in that. You don't have to make sleep happen. You never could, really. You can only let it come. It comes most easily to a body that's heavy and warm and finally at ease, like yours right now. So let it. Let your body grow as heavy as it wants, as warm as it wants. Let it carry you down, soft and slow, into rest. There's nothing left to do now. Just be heavy, just be warm. Just let the good weight and the soft warmth carry you the rest of the way down into deep and easy and quiet sleep. Heavy and warm and sinking. Let yourself go all the way down now. Here's something worth knowing as you lie here. The night is on your side. It isn't something to get through. It's here to help you, the way it helps every living thing. The night is a friend. It has come, quietly, just for this, to bring you rest. The night has always been the time for this. Long before there was any light to hold the dark away, people lay down when the dark came, and rose when the light returned. It's built into you, deep down. When the world goes dark, the body knows, now, we rest. You're only doing the oldest, most natural thing there is. All day the world asks a lot of you. The light is bright. There's so much to do, so much to be. But the night asks nothing. It only offers. It offers quiet. It offers softness. It offers the deep, dark rest you've been waiting for since morning. You don't have to do anything to receive it. The night gives its gifts freely, to everyone, every single evening. The rest is already here, all around you, waiting to be taken. All you have to do is stop and lie still and let it in. Nothing to reach for, nothing to earn, just the quiet gift of the dark, given freely to you. Think of everything the night is doing for you right now. It has dimmed the whole world down, just so you can sleep. It has quieted the streets. It has hushed the birds. It has drawn a soft dark curtain across the sky, and lit a few gentle stars, and turned the whole earth toward rest. You're lying down with the night now, on the same side, both of you turned gently toward sleep. That changes everything, doesn't it? To know you're resting alongside the night, in an easy harmony, moving softly with the dark, the two of you flowing the very same way. It wants for you exactly what you want for yourself: sleep, peace, a soft place to lay it all down. You and the night want the very same thing. And you're not doing this alone. All across the world, in this very moment, countless others are lying down too. In quiet rooms, under the same dark sky, the whole world takes its rest at night. You're simply joining it. One more tired soul, lying down, held by the same gentle dark that holds everyone. There's a quiet comfort in that. You're part of something soft and enormous. The whole sleeping world, breathing slowly in the dark, countless chests rising and falling, countless tired minds going still. And you among them, not alone, just one of the many, resting as the earth turns through the night, each of them doing just what you're doing, letting the day go and trusting the night to carry them to morning. You're in good company tonight. The night has done this for every person who has ever lived. Every one of them slept when the dark came. It has rocked whole cities to sleep, night after night, for thousands of years. It knows exactly how to carry you off. It has always known how to bring the morning. It knows exactly how to cradle you tonight, so you can trust it completely, the way you trust something old and kind and sure. The night has never lost its way to morning. It won't lose yours. It will carry you gently through the dark and set you down, softly, on the far side, in a brand new day. Old and kind and sure, the night has you, so you can let the night take over now. You don't have to find your own way to sleep. The night knows the way. It's already leading you there, softly, the way it always has. All you have to do is follow. All you have to do is let it. Hand yourself over to the night now. Let it take the weight of staying awake, that small effort of keeping your eyes open, keeping your thoughts going. You can set it down. The night will take it. It would rather you rest. There's nothing left to keep you here on this side of sleep. The day is done. The night is ready. And you are so tired, in the good way, the kind of tired that melts easily into rest. Let the night do what it came to do. Let it dim your thoughts the way it dimmed the sky. Let it quiet your mind the way it quieted the streets. Let it draw its soft dark curtain across you too, and carry you gently down into rest. The stars are out, the world is dark, everything is exactly as it should be for sleep. The whole night is arranged around this one soft purpose, to let you, and everyone like you, lie down and rest. So let it. Take the gift the night is offering. It's yours, it's waiting, and it asks for nothing at all. The night is on your side. It always has been. Let it hold you now and take you down to sleep. There is nothing left to do now. Let those words settle over you. Nothing left to do. Not tonight. Everything that needed doing today is done or can wait. Right now, in this bed, there is nothing being asked of you at all. No one needs anything from you right now. Nothing is waiting that can't keep waiting. For these few hours, the whole world lets you off. You're free, completely free. Free to do absolutely nothing. Nothing to carry now. Nothing to hold. Just rest. Nothing to solve. Nothing to plan. Nothing to fix or finish, or figure out. All of that can wait for morning. Tonight, your only task is to rest. And even that isn't really a task. It's just a letting go. Feel how much you can set down. You can set down the day. You can set down tomorrow. You can set down every thought that still wants your attention. None of it needs you right now. None of it. It can all wait, quietly, until you wake. It's safe to let it all go. Everything stays in its place while you rest. The things you care about are safe. They'll be waiting for you, quietly, in the morning light. So release them, just for now. This is the one time, in the whole long day, when you get to do nothing. When nothing is expected. When you're allowed to simply lie here and be. So let yourself have it. This soft, empty, open space where nothing needs to happen. How rare that is. A whole stretch of time with no demands in it. No one to be. Nothing to prove. Nothing to become. Just you, allowed to rest in the quiet. Your only task to breathe. Let it feel as good as it truly is. You don't even have to try to sleep. Trying isn't needed here. Sleep isn't something you do. It's something that comes on its own when you finally stop doing everything else. So you can stop, now. Completely, there's nowhere else to be, and nothing else to become. So take the weight of expectation off. There's no right way to lie here, nothing to get right. You don't have to relax a certain way, or breathe a certain way, or empty your mind. You can just be however you are, and let that be perfectly fine. Some of the deepest rest comes exactly like this. When you finally stop trying to make anything happen. When you let go of the doing, and simply allow the night to have you. That letting go is all it takes, and you're already doing it. Let your mind understand this too. It's so used to staying busy, always reaching for the next thing. But there is no next thing tonight. It can lay its tools down. It can rest, at last. Like the rest of you, your mind has done so much for you today. Solving, planning, keeping track of everything. It deserves a rest as much as your body does. So tell it, gently, we're done for today. You can stop now. There's nothing more I need from you tonight. If a thought comes asking for something, you can answer it softly. Not now, later, not now. There's nothing to be done about it tonight. Slowly, the thoughts stop asking. They see there's no work here for them, and they grow quiet and drift away. One by one, they let go of you. The little cares, the leftover thoughts from the day. They came looking for somewhere to land, and found only stillness, and moved on. The mind grows emptier, and calmer, and more at peace. Quieter now, emptier now, softer now. This is what rest feels like. Not doing, not trying, just being here in the soft dark with nothing to reach for and nowhere to go. Sink into that. The sweet relief of nothing to do. No list, no next thing, no weight on your shoulders at all. Just this soft, open, empty peace, and you resting in the middle of it. You don't have to do one more thing tonight. Not one. The doing is over. Now there is only rest, waiting to take you in, the moment you stop and let it. You have done everything you needed to do today. Now you get to lay it all down and do nothing at all. Nothing but sink. Nothing but soften. Nothing but rest. There's nothing left to do now. So let go completely and rest. Listen for a moment to the night, not to any one sound, just to the night itself. the soft, low sound it makes beneath all the quiet. There's a sound underneath silence, a soft one, the sound the world makes when it's resting. Let yourself notice it now. The night is never completely silent. There's always a gentle hum underneath it, the soft sound of the whole world, breathing slowly in the dark. It's a sound that has always been here. Every night of your life, it was there under everything. The low, steady hush of the sleeping world. You just don't often stop to hear it. Maybe you can hear it now. A faint breeze somewhere. The soft settling of the room around you. Something far away, too soft to name. All of it low and gentle and easy. Every sound is perfectly smooth. Every sound moves slowly. These are the softest sounds there are. The sounds a room makes when everything in it has come to rest. These are the sounds of the night, doing what they always do, moving slowly toward morning. They ask nothing of you. They only drift through the air, soft and steady, like a quiet song with no words. That's all the night is saying to you. No words, nothing to make sense of. Just a soft, wordless sound that means only one thing. Rest now, rest now. You don't have to listen hard. You don't have to follow any of them. Just let them be there in the background, the way they always are. Soft sounds, drifting past while you lie still and rest. The sounds will take care of themselves. They always have. They rose and fell every night before you were here, and they'll do it long after you sleep. There's nothing in them you need to tend. Just let them be. There's a rhythm to it, if you let yourself feel it. The slow, even pulse of the night. Sounds rising softly and fading softly, over and over, like small waves on a calm shore, in and out. Soft and softer. The night has its own slow breath, and it's breathing you toward sleep. Let that rhythm rock you, the way a lullaby rocks a child. You don't listen to a lullaby to understand it. You listen to be carried by it. So let the night carry you now. Let it. There's nothing to do but be carried, nothing to hold. The sound will do all the moving. You only have to drift along on top of it. There's one more sound, softer than all the rest. Your own breath, moving gently, in and out. The quietest, closest sound there is, rising and falling in its own slow rhythm beneath everything else. It's the sound that's always with you, the one that never leaves, and is slowing now, all on its own, growing softer, growing quieter, sinking into the same gentle rhythm as the night. Let all the sounds blur together now. The breeze, the breath, the soft hum of the dark. Let them lose their edges and become one gentle sound. The sound of the night holding you. One soft, endless sound all around you. Nothing to reach for in it. Nothing to name. Just a warm, low hush that you can rest inside of. The way you'd rest in a pair of gentle arms. It's a sound with no edges at all. Seamless and continuous, wrapping all the way around you. Just a soft, round, endless hush, holding you from every side. You can let go into it completely. Sink right into the sound. Let it close softly over you like warm water, until you can't tell where the sound ends and sleep begins. And slowly the sounds begin to blur into sleep itself. You stop hearing them, one by one. They fade. Not because they stop, but because you're drifting down below them into the quiet. Let them fade. Let the soft sounds of the night grow dim and distant as you sink gently. Further down. Let the sounds of the night carry you down, softer and softer, into sleep. You're already sinking now. Feel it. That gentle, downward drift. Your whole body settling slowly further into rest. Each breath takes you a little lower, softly settling, sinking the way something gentle settles down through still water. There's no effort in it. You don't have to make it happen. The sinking happens on its own, the moment you stop holding yourself up. That's the beauty of it. Sinking isn't something you do. It's something you allow. You simply stop holding on and down you go, softly, all on your own. So let go of that last little holding and feel yourself drift down another layer, deeper into the bed, deeper into the dark, deeper into rest. It's like sinking through soft, warm layers, each one softer than the last, each one quieter. You pass through one, and there's another just below it, even gentler, even lower. There's no wrong way to do this. However you sink is right. However far you go is far enough. Just keep drifting down at your own soft pace into the quiet, and there's no bottom to reach, no floor to meet. Just softer and softer layers, going down as far as you'd like to go. You can keep sinking as long as you like. There's only more softness all the way down. Every breath out lowers you a little more, down past your thoughts, down past the day, down into the still, quiet place beneath it all. The lower you go, the quieter it gets. Up near the surface, the thoughts were busy. Down here, they thin out. They grow faint. They melt into the soft dark until there's almost nothing left but stillness. That's where you're headed now, down to the stillness underneath, the quiet room at the very bottom of the night, where nothing moves and nothing is asked, and everything simply rests, and it feels safe this far down, held at every layer. The lower you go, the more the world lets go of you, and the more gently it holds you. Down here, you are completely safe, completely held, free to let go as far as you like. Each layer down is softer than the one above it, warmer, calmer, quieter, the kind of quiet you can disappear into, and rest and stay in safely until the morning light. Feel how heavy you are now, heavy enough to keep sinking, your body growing heavier, your mind growing softer, all of you drifting slowly downward into a softer and softer calm. As you sink, you begin to lose your edges. You can't quite feel where your body ends. It softens and blurs and melts into the warmth around it. There's less and less of you to hold, just a soft, warm weight sinking gently down. There's a deep relief in that. Less of you to carry, less of you to hold up. Just a warm softness, melting into the dark, growing lighter as it sinks. Time slows down here, too. There's no hurry this far down. Nothing to reach, nothing to be. Just the slow, soft drift downward, one breath at a time. No rush, no end to reach. Only down. There's nothing to do this far down but sink a little further. Nothing to hold, nothing to keep. Just this slow, soft descent into rest, carrying you further with every breath. So keep letting go. With each breath, a little lower, a little softer, a little further from the day and closer to sleep. Down and down and down. Into the deep, warm quiet, into the softest part of the night, into sleep. Just keep sinking, gently, all the way down. You don't have to listen anymore. You've heard enough tonight. From here on, you can let the words go. There's nothing left to take in. The teaching is done. The night is here. All that's left now is to rest, and for that, you don't need words at all. My voice can become just another sound now, like the breeze, like your own soft breath. A gentle sound in the dark that you don't have to follow, just a sound. Nothing you have to do anything with. Nothing you have to keep. Let the meaning slip away. You don't need to understand the words now. You don't need to hold on to them. Just let them wash over you, soft and warm, and let them go. Words are just soft sounds, in the end. Little waves of air, rising and fading. Let them pass through you, the way you'd let a warm breeze pass through an open window. Here for a moment, then gone, and you, perfectly at peace, resting through all of it. The words will keep coming, gently, whether you follow them or not, like water moving over smooth stones. You can stop listening now. Just let the sound be there, in the background, carrying you down, like a stream you're lying beside. You don't have to follow the water. You only rest and let it flow. There's nothing more you need to hear. Everything worth keeping you already have. So you can set the listening down now, along with everything else. You've been listening gently all this while. Now even that soft task can be set down. There's nothing left to hold. Not a thought, not a word, not even the sound of my voice. Let my voice blur at the edges. Let the words melt together into one soft, low murmur, a sound with no meaning left in it, just warmth, just quiet company, a gentle hum staying beside you as you drift. Let it be like a hand you've been holding that you can finally let go of. The voice will stay near, but you don't have to hold on. You can let your hand rest open and simply drift. Let it grow faint now, softer and softer, further and further away, like a voice heard from another room as you're already halfway into sleep. There and not there, close and far away. It hardly matters now. There's no need to catch every word. No need to follow the thread. If you drift off in the middle of a sentence, that's exactly what's meant to happen. Let yourself go right in the middle. The words will take care of themselves. You are entirely safe to drift off now. Everything is already complete. The words will go on gently in the dark and reach you or not. Either way is perfectly fine, so stop holding on to the sound. Let it come and go as it likes. Let it fade and return and fade again, softer each time as you sink further from it and closer to sleep, coming and going, softer and softer, further and further away. You're allowed to drift off now, to slip away from the words into the quiet underneath them. They'll still be here, humming softly, holding the space, while you go on ahead into sleep. That's all that's left to do now. To go on ahead, to slip past the words, past the sounds, past the last soft edges of the day, and down into the deep, warm quiet of sleep. Let the voice go. Let the words go. Let everything go. Let the words fade and drift on gently into sleep. There's only one thing left now, your breath. Everything else has softened away. The day, the words, the weight of it all, gone quiet. What's left is only this, the soft rise, the soft fall, your breath moving on its own, one breath, then the next. That's all there is to tend to now. Soon, even that soft focus will gently fade into sleep. You don't have to do anything with it. You don't have to change it, or deepen it, or slow it down. It knows what to do. It always has. Just let it move, all by itself, in its own gentle time. It breathed you all through the day, without a single thought from you. It will breathe you all through the night the same way. There's nothing here for you to manage. It's already handled. It always was, so hand it over completely. The breathing, all of it. It moves on its own, gently, whether you tend it or not. You can set it down like everything else, and simply rest inside it. Feel it rising, feel it falling, like a slow tide, coming in and easing back out. Something moving you, very gently, from the inside, in and out, soft and slow. That's all there is now. Just this soft, easy rhythm, the quietest motion there is, moving you, softly, towards sleep. Each breath in is soft. Each breath out is softer. With every one, you settle a little deeper into the bed, a little further into the dark. You're not doing the breathing. The breathing is doing you, lowering you, breath by breath, like gentle hands, setting something down, over and over, softer each time. This breath has been with you your whole life, every moment of it. It was there before you can remember, and it has never once left your side. Faithful, steady, always moving, always gentle. Here it is now, at the end of the day, still with you. Let that be a comfort. You are in the oldest, surest care there is. The same quiet rhythm that has carried you through every night you've ever slept. It knows the way. Let it take you there. You don't have to count the breaths. You don't have to follow them. Just feel them, softly, in the background. The way you'd feel a swing slowing and coming to rest. There's such peace in it. Nothing to hold, nothing to reach for. Just one soft breath, and then the next. Each one asking nothing at all. Each one giving you a little more rest. Softer and softer, and softer still. Warm and slow and easy. Rising and falling, like something rocking in the gentlest way there is. The oldest, softest motion in the world. Let it rock you now, all the way down. There's nothing else to feel, nothing else to be. Just this warm, slow sway, and you growing lighter inside it, drifting further with every breath. And as you drift, even the breath grows faint. You stop noticing it. It keeps going, soft and sure, without you, breathing you gently downward into sleep, all on its own. So let it. Let the breath do the last of it. Let it carry you the final, soft distance. From here into sleep, nothing left now but the soft rise and fall. Let it carry you all the way into sleep. You're drifting now, not going anywhere, not doing anything. Just drifting softly in the warm dark, loose and weightless, and free. The ground beneath you has turned to pure softness now. No walls around you at all, no edges to the night, just a soft, open space, and you, floating gently in the middle of it. There's nothing to stand on, and nothing to hold on to, and you don't need either one. You're held by the softness itself, cradled by the open dark on every side, like a leaf on still water, like a small cloud moving slowly across a quiet sky, going nowhere in particular, in no hurry at all, simply drifting wherever the softness takes you. This is the easiest thing in the world. Drifting takes no effort at all. You simply stop holding on, and the softness carries you. The way calm water carries a leaf downstream. You don't have to steer. You don't have to choose a way to go. There's no way to go. There's only this, floating softly in the quiet, letting the night carry you wherever it likes. It's such a relief to stop steering, to let something gentle take over and carry you and choose the way. You've steered all day. Now you can rest and be carried and go wherever the night takes you, and it doesn't matter where. There's nowhere you need to be, nowhere you're trying to reach. Every direction is soft. Every direction is rest. So you can let yourself go freely in any of them. Wherever you drift, it's soft. Wherever you land, it's rest. Feel how light you are now. Light enough to drift. All the weight of the day has melted away and left you soft and easy and free, floating in the dark like something almost weightless. Lighter and lighter the longer you drift, as if the dark itself were holding you up, as if you might float, slow and gentle, all the way down into sleep. The edges of everything are gone now. Where you end and the dark begins, you can no longer quite tell. It's all one soft, warm, quiet, and you drifting somewhere in the heart of it, and that's just right. There's nothing you need to keep apart anymore. Nothing to hold separate. You can let yourself blur softly into the night and rest there as part of it. Thoughts drift too, if any come. They float up, soft and slow, and float away again, like small clouds passing. You don't hold them. You don't follow. You just let them drift off and keep drifting yourself. Everything drifting. Nothing held. All of it soft and slow and passing. There's no line between waking and sleep here. No moment you have to cross. Just a soft, slow blur where one becomes the other, so gently you'll never feel it happen. One breath, you'll be here. The next, you'll be asleep. There'll be no crossing over, no edge to notice. Just this soft drift carrying you across, without a ripple dot, so keep drifting, softly, slowly. Nowhere to go, and all night to get there, drifting further from the day, and deeper into the warm, dark quiet, with nothing to do but float and soften and let go. Let yourself drift now, all the way into sleep. You're almost there now, almost asleep, so close to the soft edge of it that you can feel sleep waiting just ahead, warm and open and ready for you. There's almost nothing left to cross. Just a little more softness, a few more slow breaths, and you'll be there. The whole night has been leading you here. Every breath, every word, every slow step down, all of it bringing you gently to this, the soft edge of sleep. Here you are, right where the night meant to take you all along. So let yourself arrive. You don't have to do anything to get there. You're already going, already sinking, already drifting. Halfway into the warm dark of sleep, everything is taken care of now. The day is behind you. The night is here. Everything you were carrying has been set down. There's nothing left in your hands, nothing left on your mind. Just this soft, quiet space right at the edge of sleep. Feel how empty your hands are. How light. All night you've been setting things down, one by one. Now there's nothing left to hold. You're carrying nothing into sleep. Nothing at all. Just yourself. soft and tired and ready to rest. And whatever you were holding when you lay down tonight, whatever old memory, whatever ache, it can stay behind now in the day that's over. You don't have to carry it into sleep. Sleep asks nothing of you. It takes you just as you are and holds you and lets you rest. You've done enough today, more than enough. Now the doing is over and the resting begins. This is your time, this soft, dark, quiet time that belongs to no one but you. No one needs you for these next few hours. Nothing is waiting that can't wait. The whole world has agreed to hold still and let you rest. So take it. This is yours. Every soft, dark, quiet minute of it. So let go of the last of it. The last thought. The last bit of holding. The last thread still tying you to the day. Let it slip loose, softly. Let yourself float free. There's nothing to reach for out here. Nothing to hold. Just warmth and softness and the slow, sweet call of sleep drawing you gently in. Let it draw you. Let yourself go to it, like sinking into the softest bed there is, like being held in the gentlest arms there are, like coming home at the end of a long, long day. That's what sleep is, really. Just coming home to yourself, setting everything down, being held, letting the day dissolve until there's nothing left but rest. You know how to do this. You've done it every night of your life. Your body remembers the way. You're safe here. You're warm here. You're held here. There is nothing left to do but close the last small distance and sleep. So let the last of the light go dim. Let the last soft sounds fade away. Let the last gentle thought dissolve into the quiet, and let yourself drift softly over the edge into sleep. No effort now. No trying, just a soft letting, the way you'd let out one long, slow breath at the end of everything. And on that breath, you go, gently, completely, into sleep. You're there now, almost gone, almost asleep. Just let the last of you soften and slip gently into rest. It's all right to go now. It's all right to leave the day behind, and the night, and even these words, and simply rest. Everything will still be here in the morning, and so will you, softer and lighter and new. There's nothing more to wait for, nothing more to do. Only sleep now, warm and deep and waiting. Let go of the very last of it now and sleep. And so we come to the quiet end of the night. Whatever you heard tonight, carry it lightly, hold it with both hands, open. You don't have to keep it, or use it, or even remember it. It will be here again, waiting gently on another evening. And so will I. May the weight of the day be set down now, and stay down until morning. May the things you cannot change grow softer in the dark. May your kind, tired mind, the one that has carried so much and tried so hard, find that it is finally allowed to rest. There is nothing left to do tonight, nothing to solve, nothing to carry. You have done enough. You are enough. You can let it all go now. Just breathe and soften and sleep as deeply and as long as you need to. Sleep well, friend, and thank you, truly, for spending this night here at Restful Minds.